Hey y'all, here we go. Hola, hola, hola. Oh, why is this way over here? This. There we go. Hey everybody. Hola, hola. Hopefully y'all had a good day. I don't got no coffee. I don't need to make any. I'm probably gonna get some water. Hola, day. Hey. I'm just checking in with y'all for a minute because I am still exhausted, which is really crazy. I think it's more mental than anything, but I've been in, like, I went, I'm going to show my gifts I got. Hey, and then I'm probably going to get up. I don't know. I think it's all this going on down there in that place down there. Hey, Pumpkin. And I just been like, blah. Hey, excuse me. I'm good. How are you? How are you? I'm good. Hey, y'all. So don't think I've been playing hooky. Yeah, I'm safe. It did start storming last night because I ended up going to sleep and I didn't wake up till like 10. And then I decided to go out, to run to the stove and get my medicine, peppers and stuff. And so then it started pouring down raining and blowing the wind sideways. And I was like, I'm gonna get in here. That part, that's good. I'm happy to hear that you're making it. Hey, Pumpkin. So I think I'm older than what I thought. And yeah, this body let me know. Just believe it. Because moving and shaking, baby, listen, it's taking me about 2 days to recover. But I did go get packages. So the boxes are so big, y'all, that I'm going to take them out of the box before I bring them in here. Because y'all be forgetting. I don't got no truck, but y'all do not care about any of it. Y'all don't care about none of that. Maybe I can bring the boxes. We'll see. We gonna bring this box. You see what y'all do? Y'all don't even care about nothing. Some of these boxes, amen. I'm grateful though. I ain't even mad. Hold on. Okay. Two of them boxes. Someone told me to take the last of the stuff out from the giveaway, and I did. Because if I would have went and picked up that stuff, it wouldn't have been no space. Because them boxes is huge for these two things and these. I just took them out. Oh, I watched the rewatch, made me cry. I love the community. Listen, we are part of one of the most. Listen. And yes, I be out of breath because I'm old and y'all know I get my meds in. Moving on. I do love our community. And you want to know why? Because we have been givers since the onslaught of this. Hey, Pumpkin. We have been givers since we started. And we didn't start out giving and then quit giving. We on our way to 4 years of giving even when people can't offer us nothing. That should make you feel happy. Because some of y'all was stingy when y'all came here. You said, I love us real bad. Me too. Some of y'all was stingy when you came here. You're not stingy anymore. But some of y'all was stingy. Some of y'all was like, I ain't even got it. You said, like, we aging gracefully. This part, for real. I'm aging gracefully, but these knees and stuff, I don't know about that. I don't know none of. I can't even lie to you. Listen, cause honey jumping up and down in that truck, baby. I'm 45 today, and yesterday, and probably tomorrow. Now, I might go back down to 35 after about 2 days. But today, 45. Easily. Miss Lady, listen here. Ain't nobody got time for that. Raggedy is raggedy. Real raggedy. You hear me? You hear me? So, who sent me these? Because it wasn't no, I feel like this is Aunt Judy. I don't want to open them just in case. Well, I'm going to open one. Something fall out of here. It's the gym. You sent these, Renee? Thank you. So it's the color with the jewels. Ooh, girl, if you don't know me, don't rush me. I'm doing this one first. I don't know what the other ones say, but I'm gonna do this first. Excuse me, don't rush me. And you know I feel like that. Thank you. Don't rush me. I'll do it when I feel like it. Don't rush. This is one of my sayings, honey. My kids, no, don't rush me. I get to it, and I'm going to do it in a timely manner, but don't think you're going to rush me. So I got 3 of these. Thank you so much. I'm not going to open all of them, but this will definitely be something I do when I, probably in the next couple of days, because my mind has been kind of all over the place. So I thank you for these, and I got 3 of them. I'm not going to open them all because I don't want to lose nothing or mix nothing up, but thank you. I see this one is like a bookshelf. As I work on them, I will show them to you all. Is that fair? Is that fair? I thought it was Auntie Judy because she sent me the ones to put on my picture books with the heat thing. So I thought it was her because she normally send me my craft stuff. But I'll show them to you. I was like, I really do appreciate it. So I want to say this too. So y'all remember I said I wanted to wait until we went back down into the city to kind of try to see and let stuff kind of work it. You're welcome, Pumpkin. I'm grateful for y'all. This is our hard work. Now, granted, y'all make me do all the muscle stuff. But it is a collective effort. And it's keeping me moving around. I don't want to get too stiff sitting here, picking up books and stuff. But we couldn't have done, think about it, y'all. We have helped communities all around the country. Y'all nephew, I didn't even know, was bragging about us to his friends. Well, not bragging, but he was like, when we first, got over here, he used to try to tell his friends, my mom, she be on TikTok teaching, y'all like the stuff I talk about, you should go check out my mom. Well, they kind of blew it off. And now that, the Giants and all that kind of stuff is super popular, it's like, hey, yeah, can you send me a copy of the OTP? And he was like, I can send you the PDF. He was like, if you start reading the PDF, maybe I'll talk to my mom about sending y'all something. He was like, but you're not about to waste those people's money. I said, oh, clock it, son. He said, you're not gonna waste our family members' money. He said, start reading the PDF and get real serious about that, then I might talk to my mom. He said, other than that, yeah, no, we ain't. He said, no. I said, son, he was like, no, mom. I said, you know your friends better than I do. You know your friends. I ain't got nothing to say. You hear me? He said, you're not going to waste them people's money. You're not going to do that. You're not going to just be getting something to be, no, because it's popular now. I said, oh, get y'all nephew. He act like his mama. Get y'all nephew. He said, nah, what we not going to do. He said, had that book sitting over there and somebody that, he said, do you know that those people were on there reading? They were reading from PDFs until they could get their books. He was like, no. I said, all right, son. Okay, calm down. It's all right. He sound like his mama. Because exactly, don't ask us for nothing if you're not going to use it. Somebody else that can really use it is going to have it. We not doing it. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, auntie. Okay, so this is why the box was big. It's the fireproof ottoman auntie sent. Thank you, auntie. I'm going to wait to put it together because we don't got enough room in here. So y'all remember how y'all all ran out to buy the fireproof ottoman? If you didn't got yours yet, depending on the color, this is what it looked like. And on the back of it, it seemed like, I'm going to wait and put it together and then I'll show y'all the whole thing. But thank you, auntie. Keep your valuables safe. Oh, and it's got a lock on it. Well, come on in then. I better not put no number on it because I might not remember. I might not remember the number, but yeah, Izzy. I think Auntie said they 59.99 for, it's like for documents and stuff. So if you want to put maybe your go bags in there, or your like your, social security cards and all that kind of stuff, this will probably be a good place to put it. Emergency medicine stuff or whatever. Yeah, it's a fireproof. Auntie's the one to put us on. It's a fireproof, ottoman, and then they also have a fireproof document box, is what she said. So either one of those two, and they reasonably priced to put your stuff in for just in case. You never know. It's not like we know when a fire is gonna come, right? Thank you, Auntie. And I do have a lot of documents that probably should go in there, right? Thank you, Auntie. So that's what was in that box. Now, let's see. Oh, let's see what's in this one. Y'all nephew was funny. You hear me? So, I think I told y'all that when my daughters came, I cleaned out the living room, and there was just like miscellaneous pieces of things that were there from all of our different giveaways and all that kind of stuff. So I gave her, there was just a few journals left from the journals that we did, and then there was some soaps. And when you in a rehab, you got to kind of get the clinical stuff unless your family can bring something in, or unless something is donated. So we donated soap and a few journals, and my daughter sent me a picture of them giving us a thank you note. So we sewing into all kind of places now, and some of the notes were so sweet. So once we get them, well, I guess I probably could read them to y'all, but I'll wait till we get the paper. My daughter said she's gonna send it to me. So we tap dancing all over the place. You hear me? It ain't too many arenas we ain't tap danced in, honey. We put in our fingers and everything, baby. WOIU is sowing seeds all over the place. Just know. We definitely are sowing seeds all over the place. You hear me? That's why I say I don't always tell y'all everything, but believe me, baby, we got like a spider web of things that we sow into, different things. And it might only be stuff like that, but you got to think they are very grateful for a way to get their thoughts out. Some of them are dealing with mental illness, a lot of other things. And then that poem on there, you know what I'm saying? It touched a few people. They was like, that poem, it hit me deep. It hit me deep, Shrek. Hold on now, wait a minute. I said, oh, okay, well, it hit me deep when I was having to write it, because my life was real crazy. So I'm happy it touched somebody else's heart. Yeah, I'm happy. Maybe that'll make you stop throwing that thing around. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Who knows? I think this is another one. I think my aunties both sent me one. I think Auntie Judy and Auntie Sandra sent me, yep, because it's the same box. It sure is. Ugh. It's two of them. Double for my trouble. I can already tell by the box. It's two of them. It is two of them. Hey, T. Yep, it is. It's two of them. 22. What room is we in? 22. How long we been here? Since 22. Double for your trouble. Thank you both for my aunties. I already know which aunties. It was Auntie Judy and it was Auntie and Auntie Sandra. Thank you. So I put my family documents in one, and our WOIU documents in the other one, like our picture books and stuff. You stay getting two. Dude, double for my trouble. See, that's the thing, family. Hold on, because it's hot in here. I'm having a hot flash, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, shoot. I've been having these a lot. A lot. Um, thank you so much, aunties, and thank you. Ooh, Miss Renee. Oh, hey T. Who remembers me saying when we first came here that God will give you double for your trouble? Y'all remember I used to say that a lot? Who remembers? I used to say that a lot. God will give you double for your trouble. You all have watched it. You all have watched that happen for 3 years now. That's why I said don't be sad to go through. Like, don't try to push away the trouble. Does that make sense? Like, if God puts you in a situation, stay in it. Don't try to get out of it. Now, if it's something you put yourself in, that's something different. But if there's a tough situation that God has put you in, it's to teach you. And if you go through, you learn your lesson, you be rewarded at the end. I know y'all done felt it already. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to be stingy. You don't have to be conniving. Redefined by fire. Come on, Jen. And it feel good, don't it? We walked around broken for a long time. All of the testimonies from our community has really been a faith builder for my life. Come on. Come on. It's a real thing. And think about this. I know that you all have felt it. I know that you all have experienced, even in this short time, when you make a change and you stick to it, I already know how he do. Because he just wants you to come closer and closer and closer to him. So he knows every time that he fulfills the need for you, you're just going to draw closer to him. Unless you're super selfish. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll just take what you want and go do what you want to do. And then take what you want and go do what you want to do. And he loves you enough to even let you do that. You hear me? He loves you enough to even let you do that. But you get so much more of him and the happy feelings when you go closer to him. You said, I just got weak at the knees. Listen, the way he loved on me, I don't want people like, how you single, baby? Listen, I knew how good of a husband and a dad he was prior to me getting married. And that's why while I was married, I was very happy, because how is it that a being that I can't see can see my needs and take care of them, but you can see me, you can touch me, and you can't see? Well, I don't want nobody with them kind of eyes. I don't want friends with those kind of eyes. You hear me? I gotta beg you and plead with you to see my feelings, and all I gotta do is take it to him once, baby, and he on it. I guess I will be over here by myself. Ooh, auntie, I'm going through it right now, but I still trust God. I know greater is coming, baby. And guess what? When it do, see, this the thing. When you mull over it, it take a long time to get out. But when you get up and be like, tomorrow is gone, and I'm just dealing with today, baby, before you know it, like 7 days, auntie, be in the big D for 4 years. You hear me? My date coming up. And I go back and I told y'all, I look at my pictures. I have been with a leech, and I don't mean financially, but been with one of them too. I have been with an emotional leech. I had to check my baby daddy today. I said, you a narcissist. How dare you blame somebody else for something you did to them? And then say what you're not going to deal with. That's not fair, but okay. I mean, it makes everything make sense. It makes everything in all of our interactions make sense. Do you hear me? When you cannot see the pain of another person, it's something wrong with you. Anytime you always trying to get over or weasel something out of somebody, it's something, that's a mental illness. It's a mental illness. Emotional parasite. Baby, they will suck everything out of you. Listen, I want to play something for y'all. I know y'all seen it already. But I want to play something for you, and hopefully this will bless somebody today. I played it for y'all nephew. He was like, "Mom, I'm about to put this on my story." Send it to your nephew, and he was like, "That's crazy, but it's so true." I said, "Yeah." And I know some of y'all probably seen it because I reposted it. But while I make me some coffee, I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. To those of you that haven't heard it, I did take my glasses back too, y'all. I'm grateful for that. The lady was like, "Yeah, this all wrong." I said, "Okay," because I knew these is bad, but I'm gonna just keep these and keep it moving because I need my eyeballs. Is whenever you don't give them easiest way to spot a monitoring spirit is whenever you don't give them information, whenever they're not getting details, they get angry. They feel some type of way whenever they're not able to know your business. Whenever they're not knowing when you did something, how or why or where, whenever they ain't got the details of the tea, they get mad, they get angry, they get upset. Another way you can tell if somebody's a monitoring spirit, they see your life as entertainment. The ups and downs, the highs and lows in your life, they see it as complete entertainment. And the lows, they're loud about whenever you're going through something low, oh, they got all this advice, they got so much stuff that they got to say, they see it as entertainment. But whenever something good happens, whenever there's a high in your life, they quiet. They don't seem too entertained by it. I really want y'all to pay attention to that. Not everybody in your life has your best interest. When you find out somebody's a monitoring spirit, you need to cut ties and close your mouth. The devil is out here to steal people's destinies, steal people's joy, steal people's blessings, and have us in delay. And a lot of times we be in delay with people. How many times we've been in relationships we should have been got out of? How many times we've been cool with people we should have been stopped being cool with? Once you see somebody is not from God and of God, you need to separate yourself from them. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, a monitoring spirit ain't gonna do nothing but collect information from you and pour from you, and drain you. Literally. Trying to tempt you to be in sin, trying to tempt you to be just like them. Anytime something good happen in your life, they ain't got nothing to say. They don't want to talk about it. But let something bad happen. Let you talk to them about the spiritual warfare that you got coming towards you. They got so much they got to say. They celebrating your losses and they quiet anytime you blessed with something. So they gonna manifest in anger whenever they not getting information from you. They gonna see your life as entertainment. Anytime you got something going on, they want to know where, why, how, and let you not tell them. They gonna feel some type of way, but it's a spiritual thing. So don't waste your time getting offended by them. Understand it's a spiritual thing. They're being used by spirits. So don't waste your time being angry and bitter at them. Forgive them and keep it pushing. Because what happened is, if you get in your feelings, and matter of fact, let me be really clear when I say this. Are you gonna feel some type of way? Oh yeah. Everything you feel, you need to take it to God. And don't be led by those feelings, because those feelings are going to keep you emotionally involved with this person and cause delay in your life. So a lot of times we try to go to them for closure. Or a lot of times we bask in that offense that they bringing towards us. Don't bask in it. You feel what you feel. You're going to be mad? Yep. You're going to be sad? Yep. Most of the time, you're going to be disappointed more than anything. You take everything to God and ask God, is this person from you or not from you? Lord, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to remove this person from you, or this is the person that you call to be in my life at this very moment? And y'all already know God don't take no time with those prayers. Don't take no time. So don't even waste your time trying to gain clarity with somebody who don't want to bring clarity. Don't want to do nothing but bring chaos, led by those feelings, because those feelings are going to keep you emotionally involved with this person and cause delay in your life. So a lot of times we try to go to them for closure. Or a lot of times we bask in that offense that they bringing towards us. Don't bask in it. You feel what you feel. You're going to be mad? Yep. You're going to be sad? Yep. Most of the time, you're going to be disappointed more than anything. You take everything to God and ask God, is this person from you or not from you? Lord, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to remove this person from you, or this is the person that you call to be in my life at this very moment? And y'all already know God don't take no time with those prayers. Don't take no time. So don't even waste your time trying to gain clarity with somebody who don't want to bring clarity. Don't want to do nothing but bring chaos. Don't waste your time trying to reason with somebody who don't want to reason with you. You take it to God, you listen for them instructions, and then from there, you move accordingly.
Because the devil wants you to be delayed. The devil wants to keep you in situations you should have been out of. But a lot of times we be in situations way longer than what we supposed to. Why? Because we be in our feelings. We be led by our heart. We be wanting stuff to work. We be wanting restoration. We be wanting reconciliation. We be wanting them to just get it. We be wanting them to just get us. But here's the kicker. A lot of people don't want to understand you. A lot of people don't want to get you. Because the perception that they have in their mind about you is already made up. So they don't care. They don't care about the truth. They care about their truth.
Oh!
This is what happened when we run.
Say it again.
We be wanting reconciliation. We be wanting them to just get it. We be wanting them to just get us. But here's the kicker. A lot of people don't want to understand you. A lot of people don't want to get you. Because the perception that they have in their mind about you is already made up.
Oh.
So they don't care. They don't care about the truth. They care about their truth. This is what happens when we run into narcissistic people. This is why they live in a false reality and they try to do everything in their power to get you to fit into it. So take what I'm saying back to the Holy Spirit. If you got doubts about somebody being a monitoring spirit, just take it to God and God gonna reveal all. Make all.
What y'all say? What y'all say? What y'all say about that? Have we talked about it? Have we talked about all of that here though? We talked about the people. We talked about it. Them phone calls y'all used to get in the morning when they was telling you everybody business and then you don't tell them nothing. Remember I said when people call asking, I'll be like, what's up? They'll keep asking you questions. Why? Why are you so worried about what's going on? I ain't asked you nothing about your life. Remember? And how many of y'all don't get them calls no more? People don't call you asking you your business because you let them know where to get off. And you didn't have to do it nasty or nothing. You just didn't give out no information. And you know what? They quit calling. They quit calling. I know they did. And I told you, I said, a lot of people about to quit calling your phone. You're not going to get invited to the parties and stuff. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Come on in. Because what this over here feel better, baby. They can keep all that over there. I need you. Yeah, no. Blocked and blocked. You hear me? Listen. I played that for y'all nephew and he was like, dang, Mom, this is crazy. I said, but this is what I've been trying to tell you. You said they can't call. I changed my number. That part, honey. That part. Will in a minute. And have it no name, no who? I don't want no parts of it. I send you back something real crazy, but so nice you can't even do nothing but just go away easily. Just quietly fade into the black. You said I just blocked my sisters. Listen, baby, my mama, everybody can get it. Me and my daughter still listen. I block the kids, honey. I'll block a pastor. I do not care if you start interrupting my peace. You have to go. I do not care who you is. If every time I talk to you, I'm arguing and all of that, you'll quit getting answers when you call. I ain't got time for that. I just told my mama the other day, I said, girl, I do not let nobody interrupt my peace. I said, you hear that? She said, I don't hear nothing. I said, exactly. I'm not living in turmoil. I'm not living in talking about other people. I'm not living in everybody always mad at me. I ain't dealing with nobody that's always mad at me. You hear me? Why the hell am I going to keep going around a person that's always irritated when I come around? Please make that make sense. Listen, you said the block game strong. Block for sure. I'm trying to tell you. I'm silly for going around a person that always act irritated. I told you I had friends like that. Baby, you got about 2 times to do it. And once I pick up on the spirit, I'm moving around. Yeah. I did block some numbers though. You said, listen, I'm trying to tell you, I will do whatever it is to protect my peace. Because once you have got that real peace from God and it's not an act, baby, you will not let nobody mess it up. Absolutely anyone. I can't go back to a chaotic life of, just dealing with people, friends, family, significant others that treat me badly on purpose. I won't do it. That's one of the biggest lessons from WRU. I don't have to deal with no one disturbing my peace, and I never knew that before. High five, sis. Come here. Let me give you a kiss on your forehead. Mwah! Whole peaceful life. Look, people be like, oh, you're just not able to. No, you won't. Okay, so wait a minute. You offend me every time I'm around you. I can feel the tension coming off of you. If I speak anything positive about my life, your face turn up. And you expect me to keep coming around you? For what? What benefit do I have of that? Or you only come around when you want something. Or when I can do something for you. And then after that, I don't hear from you. I don't, you know what I mean? Baby, listen. I don't fool with none of it. I don't. Y'all done seen me for 3 years. Y'all ain't even seen me with 10 people in 3 years. Them people pleasing days is over, girl. And you can feel much freer. Your chest ain't so tight and your stomach don't stay in knots. Ain't nobody got to. And what did it? Okay. I think my brother finally got it as I kept letting him sleep in his car in my parking lot and not answering my door a lot of times. Listen, you gonna get it. You gonna get the message. Because if I don't do it, how you gonna get it done? Oh, okay, you gonna have to figure it out. Well, here we go. I'm trying to tell you. But listen, my son is seeing users. They will keep telling you what you're not while extracting everything from you. Anybody had a relationship like that? They'll keep telling you how you need to just stay where you at and stay in your. I listened to that video play and had came to these comments that spoke on my situation a few months back. Have to get this that space needed between us was needed. Yep. Listen. When I realized people will keep you stressed out and whether you're doing good or bad, they gonna talk, I just started really living my life. Baby daddies, family, friends, the people at the church. Once I realized I was stressing myself out. Okay? Not necessarily doing a whole bunch of stuff for people, but making sure that my persona, I don't give a shit what you think. Oops, excuse me. You see how quickly that came out? That. I don't. Sorry about the S word. I don't give a fertilizer. How you feel about nothing. Sorry. Because I don't. People will keep you stressed out. I'm trying to tell you. That false reality he had in mind and didn't want to see no other truth but his own, the logic way. And it'll drive you crazy. It will drive you crazy. Trying to prove your point to a person that only sees through their rosy eyeglasses will drive you. Or you got the people that ain't never going to make a decision. They go back and forth. So if you say it's blue, they say, well, it could be red. I don't know. And I don't want to decide. Oh, okay, I definitely won't be having no conversations with you. This auntie, me and my mom been going at it. I can't block her in real life, but I sure put her on headphones and gospel. Girl, tune her out in a minute. I'll tune anybody out. Confusing. All enemy. Look. Niecy Pooh. You didn't figure that out. Look, I told you why people, if I try to talk to you and you keep being crazy while I'm talking, while you talking, I'm going to do like that. And will look you dead in your face while you talking. Letting you know I ain't trying to hear nothing else and I won't be wasting no more of my breath and or energy or words on this conversation. Follow. You hear me? As Miss Bossy say, follow. Because guess what? You better follow my lead. I don't got nothing else to say, so you should just quit talking. Your lips is still moving. You know I can't hear nothing you saying. With the music so loud, you can hear it coming out of my headphones. I'm not about to do none of that. To a point, he was pushing me to step into my leader role. Listen, I realized, okay, I don't want to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it. This all start with people, mamas and their daddies. And they expect you to respond to their drama like their mama and their daddy or their papa and their meemaw. I'm not none of them. Get your fertilizer together or get the hell on. You're not going to keep pushing me to a point where I could go to jail. Because you know what that tells me? You don't care about me. If I have to keep repeating myself about things that you are doing that make me feel horrible, you do not care. That's friends, that's family, that's your church, that's the people at your job. You said, right, WAU has taught me well, to God be the glory. Listen, there was places that Jesus couldn't do miracles. He could have preached and whatever, they wouldn't heard it. And once I realized that whole don't throw your pearls to the swine thing is real. I'm not fighting with you about nothing you want to keep. Like I told you, I got a homeboy, baby. If I say the sky blue, he gonna say it's red just because. And then he'll turn right back around in a couple minutes and say exactly what I said, like it's profound. Boy, let me get off this phone with you. I'm not about to do none of this with you. You don't even know what you believe. You don't. And to try to talk crazy to me about what I believe in, you can't even articulate what you believe. Get off my phone. Get off. Get off. Get off my phone. I'm not even about to do this. You just want to, because most people, girl, I'm all okay by myself. Listen, I don't call them. Listen, some people think that arguing and always, being in opposition is you're having this intellectual, you sound like an idiot. You too. You sound just like an idiot. You get the loud talking all over me when I'm trying to talk, I'm going to get quiet. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just, hello? Yeah, I'm here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But you want me to yell with you. I'm not giving you that energy. Why are you yelling? You said my ex at his finest. Listen, baby, I didn't have friends like this, family members, and significant others. I'm not giving nobody else that energy. You said, laugh out loud. This right here, like, Lord, I don't want to go to jail. Get behind. Yeah, listen. I kept telling my brother how I felt about him popping up, and he felt like just because I'm his sister, girl, hush. So I had to show him better than I could tell him. Listen, right, you getting cut off. Hold on. You said what now? You said, right, you get to cut me off while I'm talking after I gave you time to. Oh! Listen, my ex was a narcissist. He literally wanted me to choose him over God. I chose God with the quickness every time. Oh, and I ain't gonna say that I done did it every time. I didn't. Because I met a warlock with a magic stick. He had a magic wand. About like that one up there. And he was wing-dinging spells all around. You hear me? And God said, choose me or him. And the first couple of times I chose him. And then I was battered and bruised. And then that wand that he had, I didn't care what he did with it. You just don't bring your magic over here. It's dark magic. I don't want no parts of it. Because it got me doing things I don't normally do. It got me acting in ways I don't normally act. It got me ready to go sit down in behind a nigga that... No. Let me get out of here. I have friends like that too. I'm going hard for you and you keep putting yourself in stupid situations. Girl, bye, I got kids. I'm not coming in the middle of the night if that nigga tearing your tail up. You keep going back to him. No. Call me when you moving out for good. Then I'll come help. But until then, I won't be putting my kids in the van and going nowhere. We going to be right here at the house. I'll walk you through it. I'll listen to it about an hour. Then I got to go do something with my kids. I'm busy. I didn't even get the tree. But it did have me under a spell. Thinking about the possibilities, but it wasn't worth it, honey. Listen, I'm tired of being the washer and dryer. Listen, this part. Listen, ain't nobody got time for that. Go on somewhere. It sure had me out of my mind, girl. Out of body experience. to look, and took me about 7 years to recover from the damage. No joke. Listen, 7 years recovering. I'm talking straight up loyal to my friends, helping them, and they was talking foolishness. What? Listen, what house was you let? What? Right. Listen, 7 years. It didn't even take me that long to get over my marriage. Baby, listen, it's been 4 years and I don't feel not a thing. That other thing before my marriage, baby, listen. I'm talking about, y'all know that cat picture where he be about to vomit? The little kitty, and he be like, right? Talking about sick to my stomach like that, but love sick. And couldn't understand. Mind all messed up. You said you still recovering. I'm trying to tell you, whole time he was a warlock for real. No joke. He was a real warlock. He didn't know it yet. He hadn't started practicing magic yet, but that grandma. You hear me? I'm talking about real life. I'm still recovering. It's only been 5 months. Baby, it gets better. You gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. The closer you get to God, the faster you heal. And not a fake. You know, everybody run back to the church when their heart hurt, right? Not that. What you've been doing, this restoration where you get in your closet, in your secret place, and you really let the tears flow and you talk to God in all honesty about what you are really feeling, not what you think he wants to hear. When you do that type of stuff, baby, people be like, wait a minute, you're going through what? Y'all, 2 weeks after my divorce, people was like, you're getting divorced? I said, I don't even technically know if I'm already divorced or not, because he playing. He don't want to let me go, but I need him to let me go, because I won't be, I'm not your ex-wife, your ex-girlfriend. I don't know what they did, but baby, once I'm, like, I don't play with, you know, some people like, oh, we broke up, we separated, we gonna do our thing. No. You don't get to keep me on no chain like that, nigga. Break it. You'll not be trying to have me in some sin or nothing. No, go away. If it's gonna be sin, Lord forgive me, and this is how I was thinking after my divorce. I'm not saying it's right, but I was like, it's gonna be fornication. It's not gonna be adultery. You'll not have me. You know how people will try to, oh, I ain't divorcing you, you my wife, while you steady poking other people or steady sleeping with other men. Get out of my face. No, you're not about to play. You're not gonna have me in adultery because no. We won't be doing any of that. Going through that now. Let me go, baby. 6 weeks in the paper. Talking about don't nobody be having Bible study late. Like how we be having Bible study. I'm talking to somebody. I said, we having Bible study. Listen. You said, well, I'm going through that as well. Called himself trying to tell me about me after I had helped him. I had to stop him in his tracks. He was stunned. Listen, Niecy Pooh. Ain't that crazy how when you get them up to where they need to go, and this can be men or women. Baby, they get to talking real slick. You do know that I remember you before I put my wham jam ma'am on you, right? Because the only reason these hoes want you is because they think they dating you and they dating me. But they gonna find out real shortly. Here, come get your man. Because he ain't mine. The moment he stepped over there in your crib or did whatever, called your phone, baby, he became your problem and your nigga. I'm going to need you to come get him. Because he ain't about to play Russian roulette with my life. He's not doing any of that, baby. Like I told you, if you're not man enough to say, I'm sleeping with 4 women or 10 women or whatever, and you think you go, if you don't go on somewhere, they got necrotic stuff going around. Go. Leave. Quickly. And I'm telling y'all, my last little friend I had, right after I got married, baby, I pushed that nigga out the door. I said, you probably shouldn't have did that because I felt the rage come back. I said, see, you don't know how crazy, and you always attract crazy ones. Always. Baby, his foot wasn't good out the door because, see, I get real mean when you get to playing with my feelings and playing with my intelligence and trying to make me believe that I don't know what I know. Yeah, you see a different side of CERCA with that. So I have learned to just get you on out of here. You hear me? They like you. They like what you turned them into. Yeah, they do. But that's even your friends. This ain't even just spouses. You can upgrade your friends, baby, and they get to talking crazy too. How you gonna stun on me? How you gonna stun on me with being me? You would look real crazy. You try to make me envious, and you're literally mimicking my whole life, and try to come at what is wrong with you? Like people, they just don't think. I know they don't. They don't be using that brain. They can't. Cause you can't ever make me feel bad about you trying to be a better me than me. It's weird. It's spooky. I'm telling you. And they'll call. I told you I had a friend one time. When you get your weight up, girl, I gave you your weight. Stop it. But you right. mm-hmm. The situation was definitely different the next time I seen her. I said, girl, my ex was so crazy. I had to leave everything behind, girl. I couldn't run fast enough. I done did it. I done left everything I own and just the stuff, baby, in the middle of the night. Me and my kids, you can have everything, all of you. I don't care what you take. Just leave me alone. But I did that to get away from my family. When I moved to Indiana for the first time, baby, the only thing I had was what I could carry on the plane. And I had 4 kids. My son stayed with my mom for the 6 months until school was out. Baby, we left with the bags. I left everything in my storage, baby, and started over from zero. Who? Got to Indy with $40 in my pocket. Quit playing. Yeah, same. My dude was talking and acting reckless and got him a free trip to the corrections facility. I'm trying to tell you, he called himself having learned the system. They told him he free to go. Boy, where? You ain't coming here. Absolutely not. They'll move into your house and tell you your house ain't nothing. I remember one time I was on food stamps. I wish I could be on food stamps right now. They playing. Talk to the people for me, y'all. Moving on. That man wouldn't even acknowledge that I was in the room. Now he texting how much he loves me every day. Sir, please sign these papers, please. Girl, I already know. Baby, I would try to talk to him and he'll just walk out the door. I already know. I already know, Pumpkin. I already know. And you have friends like that. Think about it. There's friends like that. There's friends that every time you come around, they trying to talk slick, had a little jokes, a little eye movements, all of that. Knowing you the realest friend they got. Okay? Then when you quit messing with them like that, it's, oh, she acting funny. I don't know what's wrong with her. I'm not letting you use me no more. I'm not coming to your aid no more. And I've been picking up on it. I was trying to teach you another way to be. But this you. So let me move around. I stopped answering the phone. I stopped responding to text. I'm trying to tell you. You said, ooh, me right now. Listen. Your life be more peaceful when you remove the people that are constantly withdrawing from you and they never make deposits. And if they do, they're always negative deposits. That's why I quit letting everybody call me and dump in my ear about drama, because I could wake up super energized, be on the phone with certain people for less than an hour, baby, and I want to get back in my bed. They spirit be so heavy. I will not do it. My favorite line from my ex-husband, we used to be a family, and just like I don't talk to them, I'm not talking to you. This. My ex-husband didn't believe I was not going to be his friend. I said, when I get divorced, I will not be talking to you. Oh, I said, you didn't even talk to me while I was married to you. Like, what? I don't believe in wasting my time. As y'all can see, I will not be wasting not a moment. Once you show me who you really are, I believe you. And that's what the Bible tells us to do. Don't look on the outside, baby. You better look at the heart and the intentions of that person's heart. No, thank you. If it was good to wake up and not getting cussed out, baby, listen. Yes, why do you think I want to be your friend? Sir, please. I'm trying to tell you, homegirls either. Don't call me talking about hate. No, go away. And I ain't got not damn business to tell you, so what's up? I just want to see how your girls doing, how your kids doing, how you doing. And how the kids doing, how you doing. I don't never have nothing to say about their business, baby. It's only your business and whoever business they want to tell. Mm-mm. I'll pass. Mm-mm. You said I stopped answering the phone and I stopped responding. This is the thing. Child, my ex stopped seeing me for who I am as a whole, done gave me nicknames, whole personas. Listen! Right, I don't know how much time I have here. I refuse to let anyone waste any more punkin' Niecy Poo. And that's why, Auntie, and I'm not saying marriage isn't amazing. Marriage is amazing when people want to work on it. Marriage is amazing when people uphold their vows. Marriage is amazing when they go into it trying to please the other person and y'all just pleasing each other in every way. And I'm not talking about in the bedroom. I'm talking about, you know, your wife like the trash taken out when she get up, and she know you like having a meal. So what you need to do, sir, is get up early in the morning or late at night before you go to bed, take that trash out so she can get up and cook in the morning. Simple things like that to make it's about making the other person's life easier. But so many people get used to you, friends, family, folk, you know, whatever, significant others. They get so used to you pleasing them that they never worry about what pleases you, ever. They never think about your feelings. They never, and that's how the enemy is. Think about it. If you think about Hollywood, that's what happens. Hollywood use you up for everything, and then once they can't get not a nothing out of you, they throw you to the wayside. It's people like that, and the Bible talks about those people. When they can't benefit nothing from you, they don't want nothing to do with you, and that's why I don't be around nobody. Because if they can't use you, they want to use you for the blessings and the favor that God has on your life. Go away. Mm-mm. And once I stop, me and my son just talked about this. We just talked about this today. People want to use your gift for their benefit while you benefit nothing. Mm-mm. No. Why would I do that when I could just keep giving my energy and time to my relationship with God, and He just make my life better? Hold on a second. It says, it is amazing, but you can't be the only one fighting for it. Yep. I will not pour into you, and you refuse to fill my cup when it's empty. Listen, and it all is in your cup. Hey, family, please pray for me and my family. I unexpectedly lost my 2-year-old great-granddaughter Friday while at a balloon release for the loss of another family member. I am so sorry to hear that. We definitely will be praying for y'all. Yes, I am so sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness. I'm praying for your grandbaby's parents and you. Oh my goodness. That the enemy is busy, man. He really, really is. He wants to cause as much pain and anguish as he can. He is not, man. Man. How about the ones that stalk your page like Facebook, TikTok, because you don't fool with them? And I don't have no choice but to let them look at me. I be so mad. I don't know if they got a fake page or not. Ugh. Because once I don't talk to you, I don't like you see nothing that's going on in my life. Nothing. They be on your stuff like that. You hear me? With a damn magnet, they can't blow the picture up big enough, the video up big enough to see who in your background, what's going on. They can't. Crazy. Real crazy. And it's like, if you did me bad, why do you want to know what I'm doing? If you are not a good friend to me, why do you want to know what I'm doing? Why does it even matter to you? Because when I was around you, you didn't treat me good. Go away. I'm not even missing you being in my life, baby. At all. At all. It was the most peaceful time when I was waiting for a part for my truck. No calls, no texts. Once the truck was fixed, phone ringing off the hook, I politely muted and blocked everybody. Nikki. Y'all be on the phone with me for hours. Unless it's my kids, this phone don't ring. Maybe my mama every once in a while. Maybe my godmother every once in a while. These phones don't ring. I get some texts from some of y'all because some of y'all got my numbers. I get emails, but I silence most of my notifications. So even my kids, they be like, Mom, I called you 2 days ago. Baby, I ain't seen nothing. And that ain't even being funny. Sometimes I just be in my own world. Okay, and then we gonna get on. But once you've turned off your mind emotionally to a person, they think that their body being there means something. It doesn't. Because my mind has been turned off to you. So in reality, you don't even exist in my mind for real. Facts. I just said it's a few more days of school, and I'm glad because this phone number going off for the summer because only the school calls me this. Once I don't talk to you no more, you're really not in my mind. For what? There's no reason. That's keeping my mind off meeting new people, teaching myself something else, learning something else about look, I could be doing a number of things with that energy. And the mental space you think you're gonna take, no. Mm-mm. Nope. And you will start to see it in your face when that stress starts to relieve. The closer you get to God, baby, you're not going to have to worry about nothing. And what I mean by that is things are still going to happen. And it could be devastating things. But once you trust God, it's not saying that your faith might not even waver sometimes. Listen, like you don't even exist. What does it profit you to continually think about things that made you feel horrible? Give me one benefit. Going over the same situation over and over in your mind. Tell me one thing you benefit from that. Nope. They like the thoughts that just float on by. Listen. You don't benefit anything. Anybody, can you? Nothing. So it's a waste of energy and a waste of time, a waste of tears, a waste of anger and breath and words and paper if you're writing about it. Now, thinking about that situation and seeing how you can help others avoid it, do you think that would give you a better feeling? I done fell off the earth to many of people, but I'm still here. This part, and is. And is. And is. Does it give you a better feeling if you take your pain and journal it So that when you run into a person that is in the beginning stage of where you are, you can sow some seeds in them and say, listen, I know it's difficult, but you're going to make it. I'm not saying every day going to be okay, but try these things. I'm not saying they're going to work right away. But if you work at it, like when I was going through my divorce, people that called me and they just wanted to hear about how he and I were getting along, I got quiet. Because I ain't heard from you. How did you even know I was getting divorced? Because I don't talk to you. And I didn't call you and tell you. So how do you know? Who told you? And you ain't seen me in 17 years. Interesting. Interesting. So thank you for letting me know how the information gets around. Because I ain't heard from you niggas in I don't know how long. Monitoring spirits, I'm trying to tell you. And I tell you this, all the monitoring spirits I had in my life, they are silent right now. When me and my kids was homeless, chatterboxes. When I was going through divorce, chatterboxes. When I was struggling, chatterboxes. When I was just going through whatever, when I was stripping, chatterboxes. You hear me? If I was jumping job to job, chatterboxes. If I was moving from one end of the country to the other, chatterboxes. Helping people, teaching about the Bible, helping people get clean, nothing. You hear zero, zilch, nothing. Absolutely anything. Not a good job. I heard what you doing. They called my mama and told my mama they seen me on. I think I seen her on TikTok. Nigga, you know it's me. You know it's me. Yep. You absolutely do. Y'all didn't call me about that though. You didn't call me about that. But when my daughters got pregnant, oh yeah, I heard from a whole bunch of people. How do you feel about it? They grown. How should I? You need to be asking her. Because I'm excited. I'm about to be a granny. I didn't even think I was going to live this long. So I'm excited. Well, they still young. So what? So was you when you had your baby. What is you doing? I don't know. She got a vagina. She going to use it. Hell. What do you expect me to say? She over 18? Graduated high school? She worked? Both of them. So I don't understand. For some people, we are there. We are being at the bottom. But they don't know what to do when we rise at the top. And this is the thing. No, well, you know what? I think it's more. A lot of people hang around you because they feel like they feel like they're better than you. Whole time they know they not. And I'm talking about in character and different things like that. So when you being a good person, you being giving, you withholding, and putting yourself on a restrictive lifestyle where you're not just indulging in everything, they don't have nothing to talk about. They have nothing to talk about now. If you're not engaging in risky behavior and calling them and telling them about your hookups and how you about to go off on this lady at your job, if you're not talking about any of that, you're not interesting. Just like that young man said, you are their entertainment. You falling off, you breaking up with your boyfriend, whatever it is, you their entertainment, and they feel like their life is better than yours. And then when you, like I said, just staying down, 10 toes down, not worried about what nobody else got, but doing your thing, and God blesses you. Oh yeah, it burns them up. They don't know how to feel because they've always snickered behind your back, talked crazy, whatever it is, and then God make them eat their words real good, double portions. And when they try to throw it up because it's real bitter, he clamp their mouth closed. Swallow that. You hear that stomach rumbling? Right. It didn't taste that good when you was spitting it out. And he might hand you 7 doses of what you tried to give me, so I'm cool. I already took my medicine. I already took it. It's your turn. Mm-hmm. It's happening to one of my friends. I already know how I go. Listen. And it ain't even a ah ha ha. It's I tried to be cool with you, but God see you even when I don't. God know what you say when I'm not around. He know how you what you be on. He know your motives. He know if you be trying to get over. He know all of that. I don't have to fight my battles. He fight them. He burn goes on their head. I'm trying to tell you. And then they be looking for you. They be looking for you, want you to pray for them, and this, that, and the other. But God being cut off all of communication. Because people don't think that because you love God that God won't take you away from them. They don't think that. And because you've always been a constant for them, they don't think that God will remove you. Like if that person keeps being offensive to you, they think you always going to be around. Well, that ain't the truth. And I'm not always going to be available to take your calls. Because God needs me to stay in a certain manner, emotionally or a certain level so that I can do what he needs me to do. You could be a distraction or a hindrance sent from the devil. He don't care about using nobody you love. Them the main people he used, because strangers really can't get to you. So he can only use people that are closest to you or that have, access to your inner circle or your inner life. He can't use nobody else. Who else he gonna use? And some folks like letting the devil use them. I don't have time for that. Mm-mm. I don't want no parts of it. And as you can see, with the way things are going now, just think about this. There is so much happening in the world. I understand why God says you need to renew your mind every day. When I asked God to remove people from my life that are not for me, they all dropped off real quick. It was amazing. Everything you said is my life right now. Listen. How many people kept you from reading your Bible, praying? They kept you so irritated you couldn't even focus to say a real prayer or talk to God about what was really wrong because you were talking out of hurt or emotion instead of, Dad, I really want to understand, not for them, but for me, so that I can do better, so that I can please you, so that I can, you know what I'm saying? I can't change them, Dad, but can you change me? I quit getting angry because they was the way that they was, and I just start asking him to change me. Like, you don't got to change them because that's their choice if they want to change or not, if they want to continue being that way or not. But I don't want to be the way that I am right now, so can you help me? Help me, not today, not tomorrow, today. And then tomorrow, I deal with tomorrow's problems. But God, I don't want to be angry no more. I don't want to. You said, woo, they kept me in journal writing. Listen, because it's painful not to be able to explain to a person that you love or care about how they are making you feel and they don't address it properly. Every time that it happens, it's disappointing and it takes a piece from you. Because you got to think about it. When you go to God and tell him about what you're feeling, he instantly jumps on it to start taking care of it. Sometimes it's real fast and you don't be ready for it. You be like, I didn't know you was going to do it that fast. I thought you was going to give me some time. He said, no, snatch that Band-Aid off. Snatch it off. He said, I ain't going to peel it slow. We just going to rip it off. And see? He hold it. Then it's all done. We done. Now we going to move on. Because if you peel it slow, you might pat it back down. You might tell him, hold on, wait, don't take it off yet. So he just snatched it off real fast. Dad, please remove whatever isn't for me on my walk with you. Is a powerful one. Listen, and you will be surprised the people he removed. Like, damn, I thought you was. Really? You? Never would have thought that. Never would have thought you would have been one of the. So what was you doing behind my back? That's why I'm happy. We pray to somebody that is all seeing, all knowing. He can hear everything. Because I don't got to be there. But my daddy, He gonna let me know one way or another. I don't care if it's a dream. He'll let me watch something on TV and you come to mind instantly. Whatever it is. You said it hurt, but God covers you. I'm talking about that part. I'm going to tell you, if you are single or going through certain things, I'm going to ask you to do something. Even if you married and you going through things, any person, if you are going through matters of the heart, right? Like my best friend of 23 years gone, and I was at peace with it. I knew that, listen, it was that. I'm trying to tell you. Because we'll be calling people best friends and they don't even like us. Been there, done that too many times. Moving on. Girl, you just made me forget what I was about to say. Oh, in any situation, if you are going through with a parent, a child, a family member, whatever, okay? Remember I told y'all the part like the young influencers, this part. Listen, I used to tell God all the time, and I still do. God, I give my heart to you. Now, before I got married, I said, and whoever you give it to, it's fine with me. I'm not giving my heart away. And that's friendships and everything else. If God don't tell me to put my, I'm not going to do it. Well, I think that's why when I got divorced, it didn't affect me because he never had my heart in the first place. God never gave it to you because I gave my heart to God. If he don't put it in your hands, that don't got nothing to do with me. Because it ain't even mine to give. Y'all remember on Once Upon a Time, the lady, Regina, they kept trying to kill her, but didn't nobody know where her heart was? It was in a box. And somebody else had control over her heart. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Mm-hmm. Yep. I gave my heart to my dad. So if you want to talk about getting it, you're going to have to talk to him. Because I don't even know where it is. He didn't put it up in a box somewhere, baby. I can't give you something I ain't got in my possession. I'm going to do that. I can't. I cannot give you nothing I don't have in my possession. You're going to have to go to him. So if you want my heart, you're going to have to go to him. If you want to be close inside my inner circle and God, you got to go to him. Because he don't want my heart to be hurt. So he ain't going to even let you near it. And guess what? I stopped getting so offended. I stopped having as many situations with people where it would take over my days and weeks and stuff. It was like, it would sting for a minute and then I'd be over it. So I'm encouraging you, give your heart to Christ. And not the whole, I'm saying, here, Dad, take it. You wrap it up in your hands and only let the people that are supposed to be close to my heart get there. And baby, there's a lot of things that it don't take me down that emotional rabbit hole no more. Or that roller coaster or that, woe is me, I can't believe they keep hurting me. Why? Oh, I'd be like, oh, okay, you just selfish or you just whatever. And God protected my heart. I'm not saying you're not going to feel it, but you don't feel it like when God is not holding it. When God holds your heart, you are still going to feel some things, but it won't. The blow that they expected you to feel, you won't. How they feel like they was going to crush your soul, it won't. It won't. It will not do it. But you got to give your heart to Christ first. Dad, hey, take it. Listen. Because he ain't going to, Mara, he ain't going to let nobody get close to it. That's why he said, give me your heart, give me your mind, give me your body, and I will protect it. I will protect everything that concerns you. I will be, you know what I'm saying? The burden is light. They'll be throwing so many darts at your heart, baby, and trying to mess up your mind. And, baby, they going to be bouncing off and curving back. And it drives them even more crazy because whatever they try to push your way, God just keep letting them smack it in the face. And it's like they split, the arrow split. So when they come back, it's more cuts coming back to them. They thought they was going to pierce you. But God didn't put a shield up in front of you. And when it hit, it turned, but it splintered, baby. And it might have splintered into 3 or 4. And every one of them going to hit. Every one of them. God's darts don't miss, honey. His arrows don't miss. They do not. Never. That's why I ain't trying to pull no bow, baby, and take nobody down. Look here. Go on over there. It's enough woods for all of us. You ain't even got to be over here in my section. Go away. If you can't make my day better, you don't get to do nothing else. There's no other option. If you're not adding, and I'm not talking about drama, chaos, and whatever, the only option you have is to make my day better. If you do anything else, you don't get to come around. Now, some situations you forced into, but I'm not welcoming no craziness in my house. Or outside my house. Hell, no thank you. Mm-mm. And when you about to pull the trigger, he says no and leave out the hotel. Listen! Come. I showed y'all my box. And I've been holding on. Because guess what? No. Once you really understand the love of God, you won't settle for anything else. Not saying that you don't yearn to be with somebody or, want that partnership. But if it's not, and no man or woman can compare to God, but even as my friend, if you are not adding, you're only subtracting. There is no in between. The reason that we flourish like we do is because we are constantly pouring from jug to jug to jug to jug. You get a seed, I get a seed, you get a seed, and we all get to plant something. Then somebody else will come back and cut us, prune us. Like, oh, no you didn't. Okay, I feel that, but I'm gonna work on it. Don't keep coming for me, right? Had the same conversation with my sister this afternoon. Listen. If you're not pruning me to make me better, you're cutting me to make me bleed out. Two different things. I'm still going to be clipped. But what is your reason for cutting me? I understand when Dad puts stumbling blocks in my path. Or what do I need to see, Dad? Yep. You used to get mad at the stumbling blocks. Now you be happy. Because you don't realize it's a cliff or a train coming on the other side of a car that you can't see. Baby, and it's going to knock the whole wind out. Yep. I told y'all I used to hurdle them bad boys. Nigga, I'm javeling over it. What you mean? Ha! Yeah, I'm over that. You hear me? Nigga, I got the spy goggles on. Don't nobody see me with the suction cup. Nigga, I'm getting out of here. You're not about to hold me in here. Nigga done got a bulldozer and bulldoze the wall down. Listen, any and every way to escape God's protection, I found it. I'm going to dig under the wall. I'm going to take out the bricks and put them back like I'm in prison. And you don't know I done escaped. So then the person come and they say, oh, these bricks is loose. And then they cement them back. But I've been gone too long, so when I try to push the bricks, they don't move. And the dogs is on me. My suction cups is gone. I can't see. It's all darkness around me, and somebody done cut my rope to get back over the other side. I can't do this no more. I'm going to just stay on this side. I'm going to just stay over here. Hey, I'm going to just stay over here. I don't even want to fight it no more. You don't want me to go over there? I ain't going. You don't want me to call them? I'm not going to call, even though I might pick up the phone and dial the number. This was then, going through certain situations. I might even type a whole text. And I'm going to erase it, though. Because whatever it is that they're going to give me, whether it be a friend that's not really a friend, whatever it is, it's only going to be temporary. And that is going to it's going to rip the wound open even more. You think it's healing it by touching something that hurt you or touching something that burned you. But no, every time they get a scab on it and you go rub up against them, It split it, and it started out like this. And every time you go back, not only does it get longer, it gets wider. So more of your important things and the things that should be covered are exposed, which can lead to spiritual infection because now your soul is tainted. Hey, Miss Idol, and it's a viral infection. You hear me? And some sin seem like it be resistant to medication. That's why he says some things only come out by fasting and prayer, baby. That's the resistant sin that it ain't you can't just it ain't just coming out like that. You're gonna have to stay on that medication for a while. And certain things you're gonna have to restrict in order for the medicine to do its work. You know how like when they gonna put you on a certain medicine, they don't let you eat because they want to measure how much of it is in your blood and how much is cleaning and how fast it's working. So you can't eat it with this, or they want you to eat it with food, or don't eat it with food, or whatever else it is. There is sin that acts like really, really strong infections. And the antibiotics you got to be on is the two strongest antibiotics in the spiritual realm, and that's fasting and prayer. Period. Yeah. Fasting and prayer is the only thing that's going to keep it regulated too. Until God removes it. You said everything that I went through with my husband, I now realize it was God's doing. He had to wean me off of him. Dad literally taught me how to live without him while he was still here. Girl! Talk about... I'll be right back. You ain't lying? Listen. For real. That's why I was just saying, Pumpkin, your mind be gone. And like, they be like, it don't matter if you here or not. Once God start taking care of you, you don't want to go to humans and ask them to. You don't want, when you want love and confirmation and comfort, once God give it to you and you can't even see him, baby, you won't be wanting no half raggedy just because you want something from me, so you gonna give me a little bit of something that go away. All right, do me a favor. See if you can find one scripture, each of you, about intentions. Of course, it might not say intentions. It might say, what word? Let me think. Well, maybe it will say intentions. I don't know. But, I cannot think of the word I'm looking for. It's not coming to me just right now. It's like right here, too. I don't know. I do know, but I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But, motives. The scriptures about people's motives. Yep. We said it. Come on, Mara. Yeah, I told you it was right here, and you typed it, and I said it. Yeah. People's motives. Look and see if you can find scriptures about people's intentions, their motives, um, their real intent. You know what I mean? As far as what's like, and I know there's plenty because it talks about what was in a person's heart, or Google scriptures about the heart and or a wicked heart, and you know who had a wicked heart and what was their intention. Was their intention to deceive, to unalive? Like, what was their intention? I do not know why I am having a hot flash, but this is crazy. I ain't even ate no chocolate. I might need some more water. That might be a thing, baby, because these flashes is flashing today. Whew. So let's look up some. James. When you ask, do not. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with the wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures. Oh, not that you all in my business today talking to my daughter. Can you post the whole thing, Sparkle? Please. Proverbs 19 and 21. This verse states, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails, suggesting that while individuals may have their own intentions, God's will ultimately prevail. Good job. James 1 and 3 highlights that humans are tempted by their own desires, not by God, and that these desires can lead to sinful actions and intentions. Ew. 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 Mm-hmm. So the things that you do for me is selfishly motivated. Luke 14:28. If you intend to do something, sit down and give that intention some thought. Quit just doing stuff. Hebrews 4 and 12. Look at my babies. The thoughts and intentions of the heart, highlighting the importance of examining one's inner motives. Why do you do what you do? Do we talk about that a lot here? The intentions of the heart belong to a man, but the answer comes from the Lord. Okay? Do we talk about that a lot here? Jeremiah, come on. I am the Lord. You said, I, the Lord, search the heart and test the mind to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruits of his deeds. Oh, you gonna slap me in the face like that? That's what you're gonna do? Folks be mad at God, and the whole reason whatever's happening to you is happening to you is because you thought you was going to get over. He said, no, you don't. Have a seat. Genesis 6 and 5, it says, the Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. Ooh. You will know them by their fruits. Ooh. You can say it, but baby, that heart is saying something else. Move around. Listen, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it's the Lord's purpose that prevails. Yes. Come on, Mari. If you are not faithful in what is least, who will trust you with more? Ooh. If God give me a lot of money, I'm going to do this. Lies, because you don't do it with a little. You don't do it with a little. God better not never let me get no. He ain't. Because you done already told him what you going to do. You might not have said it out loud, but you said it in your heart. And their evil intentions will be exposed when the light shines on them, for the light makes everything visible. Ooh. And this is why people be angry. when you can see them. And this is why don't nobody be wanting to be my friend. They be like, what? You don't know me? Oh, I don't. But my daddy told me this and this and this. I don't have to know you for him to tell me your business. What is that? You said darkness can't perceive the light, right? So when you hear those scriptures and you think about your interactions that you have had, how many of you have planned something that you knew God wasn't going to be pleased with, and then something bad happened and you was mad? Because you didn't get to go forward with your sin. Tire bust. Genesis, the Lord saw how great the wickedness. Yep, we got that one. Yep. How many of you, I don't care if you used to boost or whatever, baby, you on your way and he let y'all get whipped over and you mad because now you can't go ahead with your plan. Believers are created for God's work, highlighted with the importance of living intentionally to fulfill God's purpose. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. And then you be mad, trying to act all like you wasn't on your way to do wrong. He gave you what you intended for someone, well, intended for him. Because you didn't care about him being upset that you was going to go sin. You didn't care that it was going to hurt his feelings or stop his plans for your life or stop someone else's plans for their life or put a hiccup in the road for them. So why is you mad? Right. He sent them subscriptions to hit the account out of nowhere. Oh, baby. Bills coming out. You're like, wait a minute. Where does this come from? What? Baby, mine used to be the tires blowing. Car won't start. Come on. Tick, 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 tick. Nothing. What in the world? I've been driving this car all day. Yep, but you was about to go drive something else. And he said, have a seat. I bet you don't. I bet you won't go riding not a damn place. Sit down. God is living in power, for sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even into the division and soul of the spirit and of the joints and marrow, and it is the discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. This, I'm trying to tell you. I'm grateful for it now, though. Isabel said, this. Listen, I didn't have my feel, and I used to look up, even when I was like not trying to live for God, I look up and be like, really? I know you did this. Them tires was my best friend almost every 3 weeks for 3 months. Nephew! How about you went to go do wrong, but someone had stolen your car? Been there? I told y'all the thing with the baby daddy. Nigga, I came out and the nigga was getting in my car. I hadn't even had the car a week. They stole my car. With the baby seats in it and everything. Baby, I hadn't even had that car 7 days, baby. And them niggas hopped in my car and took off. Do you hear me? And I was coming out of what then would have been probably that night, whatever, my daughter's father. You hear me? Was. I don't want no parts of it. Catching the best friend at the ex potential. Oh, and ex in the potential act. Oh. They wanted you to go to jail, Mari? They wanted you to go to jail, nephew. I'm so happy that you just didn't. They wanted you to go to jail. They wanted you to go to jail. I had a situation like that. And remember I told you? I had buckshots and waiting. Did. They wanted you to go. See, the devil wanted you to go to jail. And he wanted somebody else to go to hell, honey, because listen here. Woo! My car, got that one too. My car did get towed once, but I had already did what I wasn't supposed to do, and then boom. Yeah! I bet you won't drive to go get this no more. Listen, I didn't have it all. Car repoed, eviction. Oh, you gonna keep laying up in here? Oh, okay. You don't need this house. Go live with somebody. My receipt locked up. Well, hey, Queen, I'm trying to tell you. What did I tell y'all? When I first started this, I said, ask God for something and then start desecrating it and see how long you keep it. No, you cannot put no baby batter nowhere in this house because you're not gonna keep me in this house. Nope. Because if they get to talking about I gotta leave, I can't come stay at your house. So, nope. Got a backache worse than a child contraction. Messing with that bush wasn't even a tall tree. Ooh, and that'll make you real mad. Yep, car dead. Then starts up when you don't need it. Listen here. Oh, baby. Ooh, listen. I already know. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Listen. Think about the thing. Okay. Like you said, you probably prayed that God gave you the car. God might have let you get the car with no money down. Let you get finance for a loan that you wasn't supposed to get finance for. And then the first thing you do is start running to fornication or to the club or back to what you said you wasn't, whatever it was that you said you wasn't going to do. Maybe you told him, if you give me a new car, I promise I'm going to go to church. And you don't go. But you go everywhere else. Queen, their gaming system was in my house and was about to throw. Oh, that mug out the window from the third floor, but the Lord kept me. I done did it, nephew, and did tore up a good few Xboxes. I'm happy you didn't. Cause that nigga poured some. He poured some bleach in my $600 speaker. You know, back then $600 it was a lot for a house speaker, baby. And you didn't buy it. Poured some germicidal bleach in my stuff, and it started sparking. Baby, I went and opened up that bag, and this ain't me. I'm not tearing up your stuff, but this nigga had me tearing up stuff. His stuff, because he was always tearing up my stuff. I opened that gym bag with all of those beautifully nice folded crease pants in there, both of them, and just poured all the bleach in there, zipped it back up, and went to sleep. Don't do that. I'm just telling you what I did. Mm-hmm. Sure did. You don't get, and you kicked a TV through a window, nigga. You don't even pay rent, and you didn't buy that TV. It's time for you to go. Your mama didn't teach you nothing. Child, don't even get to go anywhere with the car. Just thought, and he shut it down. I'm trying. I already know. How about he came to your house? Okay, he came to visit. Bags out of the driveway in your car into the neighbor's car. Pulls back in, and the police come and tow your car because you won't tell him he in the house. Yep. And then he don't get no money to try to help you get your car back. Clock that. And it's Christmas. And your ID and food stamp card. And baby, I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no parts. No. Definitely did. My 5'7" carrying a whole 65. And baby, you get super strength. And will. I done now grew tearing up their stuff though. But you gonna get it out of here. You better come get it. Don't be trying to leave a sock or shoe or nothing. Come get your stuff. Listen, you said nah. Would have sung like a mockingbird. Nuh-uh. You gotta go. Yep. And after that, I realized, oh yeah, you don't care. You don't care about nothing. You want me to, because yeah, no, girl, I know. Listen, I said I'm a recovering tearing up people's stuff. I didn't tear up their stuff until they started tearing up my stuff. And it was only one person that I told they stuff up. And that's because he was real disrespectful. He felt like because he was big and tall. I do not care. I will chop you in half. I do not care. And he gave me the name Billy Blanks because I'm fighting your big. Look, babe, I would have baked you an extra cake and cookies. That itching, itching pattern. But I'm better now. Listen, so the truth comes out. Y'all crazy just like me. I know it. Birds of a feather. I knew it. I couldn't figure it out while y'all was still over here. Cause y'all crazy. You crazy like me. Do you hear me? I couldn't figure out why we got along so well. Cause we all crazy. And we are all in anger management. Every last one of us. They want to bring us out of retirement, but we ain't gonna let them. I'm not letting you take me back to that. I don't want to. Like getting a call from the side piece at 8, and by 9, all his stuff. Wait a minute. is packed in the van waiting for her. Girl. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. My one ex had me key his car, rode on his garage and front door. Man, I was pissed. I done did that. Yep. I only keyed one car. Uh-huh. But I did bust my baby daddy when like his windows, like on the red ones, the back of the parking lights. But that's because I was pregnant and I was 16 and he was playing with me, talking crazy, and so maybe I tore up two people's thing. Well, I keyed one car, bust the windows out. So 16, 25, and then about 32. So about three times. About three times. We are family. I got all my family with me. Hey, and do. So three times. 16, 25, and then about 32. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wrote remember in a man car. I did. Don't remember. You gonna remember. I packed up his stuff and dropped it off at his mama's porch. She was laughing and yelling, "What'd he do now, girl? I don't want him." I'm trying to tell you. I wrote exactly what. Yeah. Niqua. Don't ask how I know, but you can slip the tires, all three, so the insurance won't cover it. Crazy! Knew it. I knew y'all was all crazy. All of us. That's why God got us in crazy rehab. Remember we talked about what kind of nuts windshield. I did it with the baseball bat. See, look at us confessing. The Bible say confess your faults one to another, baby. This is what we doing in here. We are confessing our faults one to another, honey. Yeah. Just as crazy. You said it was so satisfying. I already know. You did all four. Not three. Ain't no coverage for that, boo-boo. Ooh. Took my eyeglasses and couldn't see. Oh, and he couldn't see. No. No. Rip it up. Rip it and throw it in the trash. Hey. I am all right. I am. We just over here talking about how crazy we use. Look at us. So who's in crazy rehab? Raise your hand. The very reason why I love on people so hard. This. Just raise your hand if you are in crazy rehab. Welcome to Crazy People Anonymous. You can pick your pen up at the door. He said gotta be the opposite of that. Listen. He reformed to me too. Went to a white elephant party with his family and had my gift get took by every sibling, cousin, and uncle. And so, I took the child gift cards to Target and would have. Oh, so I thought these was mine because y'all got my stuff. Never mind. Yeah, I locked out my ex-husband. Once and canceled all of his cards, car insurance, and cell phone. Yes, he was stranded. I'm pretty sure I'm the reason. We needed passcodes now when conducting business. Of course. I told y'all that nigga was a truck driver. I didn't care. I'd turn his phone off in a minute. I will turn that phone off in a minute, honey. You is not about to be, no. Nope. Sure will turn it off. Come on. I don't know how to get this light off. Oh, shoot. Okay, now turn the light off. There we go. Ex-husband lied about returning the car, so I made sure he wasn't going to drive it. Busted out the windows, headlights, and mirrors. I knew all of y'all was crazy. Just raise your hand. Called and canceled all my ex bills, utilities, insurance, and phone service. Lord Jesus! I'm about to go have me some medicine. Yep. I knew we liked each other for a reason. See, y'all been holding out on y'all crazy. I knew y'all was crazy for real. You don't be around me unless you crazy in some kind of way. Because we're odd. But y'all got the crazy gene too. That's how I know we family. Don't nobody stay around me that ain't crazy. They get to moving. I love it here too. I already know. Y'all just as crazy. And so when I be saying CERCA can be real mean, y'all can too. Why y'all be you said y'all real crazy. All of us. Yep. Sure we is. All of us. You said 100% spiced. And spicy is 7 months pregnant, smashing car windows. Will did. I didn't smash the car, but I sure busted. And he had an old school too where you can't get the dents out, baby. I was hot. Yeah. What you mean? I was 16. So puts on boogie time. Listen, bougie time and fit cap and says and is. I'm trying to tell you. Is you said my trial for real. But guess what? Because like Mari said, babe, my hubby made me sad. And I put him on the side of the highway in the rain. Took him 3 hours, so I combed and did that too, girl. Listen. Ooh, turn the old school up, baby. They be so sad because you couldn't get dents out of that. There's no getting out there. You're going to have to buy you another piece. Take all that off. You said I never busted windows. Don't do it. If you never did it, don't do it. We reminiscing about the old stuff, talking about where the Lord delivered us from. Don't get no ideas. Because when you do that, people know that they have control over your emotions. And they just do more to get a reaction. Got a coworker messing with me now. Told my manager I'm very nice and don't want to go backwards. You won't. Singing, I bust the baby. And if I put you out, be humble, sit down. If you living with me, you need to be a little bit more humble and sit down, sir. Lock it now. I straight punched my ex in his head, hit the car window after he called me a B, and I kicked him out the car, baby. I done put a few people up. Dropped him in the hood and left him. Come on! Lord Jesus. God brought me a long way. He didn't look like he didn't brought all of us. No. My cutoff is strong. Not worth the time and energy this. He got reckless at the mouth, and I took a weekend trip to Miami with the hood rats. Ooh, clock it. Nephew, mine got to acting crazy. Baby, he came to the house on Monday. It was empty, babe. He said, you need to come home. I'm at your house. Ain't nobody here. I said, I do not live there. Well, where you moved to, Arizona? Man, quit playing. I'm going to send you a picture. Took the heels off his dress. Oh, Patty. My ex always say emotions make you cry sometimes. Listen, this is my thing. When a person knows that they can control you with emotions, like, control your emotions, they gonna do it. They are gonna do it. I used to keep a bat in my trunk. Thank God for change. Girl, a nigga stick, it did. Kept a nigga stick, just in case. Right. Miss Mel said, disclaimer, these are situations of past actions are in no way recommended for today or tomorrow's issues. Yes, please proceed with caution. Please use caution and go on and peace this. Listen, I dyed his clothes blue. When the sun came out, he looked like a smurf. Petty. Not how he looking like Papa Smurf. Hilarious. Listen, this is the thing. But guess what? How about we can laugh about all of this and not bust out into tears? Not feel a way about it. God healed that part of our hurt to where it's funny now. No, we're not proud that we did that, but it don't hurt the same. You don't long for that person the way that you did. It's a distant memory, baby. And to know that they don't have control over your emotions, that's the worst place to be, is to have somebody else have control over how you move. So, yeah, I can laugh about it now because I be thinking, girl, you was crazy. They had you that gone where you was ready to cut up. You hear me? I never put my hands on the individual's property. What about the individual, auntie? What about the individual, Auntie? She said, I never put my hands on no individual's property. But what about the individual? Glue all in his Jordan sneakers inside all their shoe boxes. Never went back. Oh, right. I can laugh at it now. But when I was crashing out back then, this part, property didn't hurt me. He did. Oh, Auntie, I knew it. I knew it was coming. She said his property didn't hurt me, but you, yeah, I'm about to lay hands. I knew it. Auntie said, the property ain't did nothing to me. The house ain't did nothing to me. Well, he was riding the hose around in the car, Auntie. That car did hurt my feelings. Because how dare you have her sitting in the front seat when you hitting switches? And that's where I used to be. And I'm pregnant too. Yeah, let's do it. This car hurt my feelings. Because the car should have opened the door and threw her out like Kirby, but it didn't. So y'all both can get it today. The owner and the vehicle. I know she said the property didn't hurt me. Auntie said I will not incriminate myself, but just know I didn't touch none of his property. What had happened was this part, Auntie Lucille. I know, and this is the thing. My ex taking 2 permanent marks to the grave. Oh, crazy. Listen, this is my thing, right? Anybody that wants me acting out in a way that makes me look bad, you do not love me. You said bust the left eye. Mama, listen. Oh, I took a screw out of everything and put airport padlocks on all the plugs. Then threw all the left shoes away. Y'all so petty. That's right, Auntie Sandra. That's why my baby daddy has a bloodshot in his eye. My senior prom picture. Oh. Snatched the whole soul in there. Well, damn. Going from Herbie to Christine. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. I will push your butt up out of here. Take him on out. Get him on out of here. You are not free to be a passenger in my life no more. I'm driving. You ain't even handing me a sandwich so I can keep my eyes on the road. You keep on trying to get both of us in a ditch. You know when you drive in the long term, the person that's on the passenger side is taking care of the person that's driving. You get my drinks and whatever else I need so that I can focus on where we going because I'm getting both of us there. But I see you ain't even worried about you making it. You are in both of us just so that I don't make it there. Well, I can't do that. Let me go turn this air down, y'all. I am hot, and I don't know why. I'm burning up. You hear me? Ooh. What's going on? Give me 1 second, y'all. It's hot. Sorry, y'all. I had to change because, baby, I was about to sweat to death in that. I got to put on my regular stuff. Stuff can't be too close to me because I be sweating like a pig. I don't even know if pigs sweat. Hey, nephew. Listen. Excuse me. Tested, tried, tested, and passed that part. So let me ask you a question. Since you have been here, did you have to reevaluate your intentions and the intents of your heart? And I'm not just talking about people doing things to you. I'm saying, were you the offender and didn't know? Yes? Because sometimes it's not always a revenge thing. Sometimes we were the cold, you know. Okay. Me too. Yeah. You said yes all around the board. Listen, Nicole. Ellington said, Michael said, yep, for sure. Yep. Gwen said, yep. Right. So can I ask you a question? When you started to work on yourself, how much energy did you realize that you were wasting trying to get over and you kept falling into holes? Because I think everybody, and it don't necessarily got to be getting over on a person. You could be trying to get over on God. And he will allow you to just keep falling in holes until you learn. And you end up back in the same hole. You said, absolutely. Listen. Yes, I had a reality check. Thought I was a good person and found out real quick I may not be so good. Ooh, girl. We ain't even going to talk about it. I remember when God started telling me this stuff about myself. I was like, I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me. He said, I do. And I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, because people that love you tell you what you need to hear. See, you confused. I was always the offender. You provoked me and I'd offend you. Auntie! Auntie said I was always the offender, as a matter of fact. Don't even worry about it, because I'm going to get you. Don't even worry about it. Look. But think about this. You realize how ugly we used to be. And it hurts when God starts to tell you about yourself. But when you want to change it, you immediately start working on it. And not because other people can see it, but because you can see it. No? You find yourself feeling bad after you do stuff. You be like, I don't even like doing that. I don't even like being this person. And I keep letting this person or this situation or whatever it is make me know. Listen, revenge was my best friend back then. And I'm patient. I guess watching the Animal Planet with my brother wasn't really good for me to do. It sure does hurt, but it's what I needed, this part. God got me right together, sent an angel named Angel. Sent an angel named Angel as my best friend that got me right in my feelings. And you got your feelings hurt. I'm constantly second guessing my intentions, but then someone nudges me in the right direction. Auntie, it did. You said, yes, Dad knows I've been changed. You said it did, but it was for the better, especially my thinking. I had to check myself. Listen, and think about this. When you do that, I knew I had to check me when I took the lamp cord and tried to choke my baby daddy out. Oh my God, yes. You're going to make me hurt you. They brought the ugly out of me, so I had to change, at least for my children, so I didn't, even if you didn't change for yourself, yes. And then when God has been so good to you, you get to a point where you don't want to keep embarrassing him. Anybody felt like that? That you don't want to keep embarrassing God because he has been so good to you? Did you get to a point where you don't, and you know the feeling, because after you do whatever it is that you said that you purpose to do, you feel it on you. You be disappointed in yourself, but you can feel when God is disappointed with you. God asked me, how would I feel if he did it to me, what I did to them? Oh. And that's why I don't be trying to hurt nobody. Because everything got dished out, I felt it magnified back. Hey, Diana. Did you hear what it said? And I think, excuse me, I think that it comes back multiplied, because when you hurt that person, you're not only hurting them, you're hurting God. So you're not only hurting one, you're hurting God first and then that person. You think, oh, I'm only hurting them, but you hurt God because you acting like that. So maybe that's why it comes back multiplied, because you thinking I'm only hurting this person, but in all reality, you hurting God too. So it's double already. Think about it. You're not just hurting that person. You're shaming God. Back in my days, what I done to them, they got to do it to me. Oh, and it did hurt worse, yeah. Think about that. You're not just hurting that person. You're actually hurting God, because he don't want you acting like that. He don't want you getting in those situations. So you actually hurt two entities, that person and God. Maybe that's why it comes back. You try to be listen. You try to be better every day. Listen. Also, the fact that I didn't have enough faith in God to let him handle it. This. And once you see, Dad don't play fair when he play to win. Listen. And that's why I be like, I don't care about no human being mad at me. I don't want him mad at me. Some humans gonna stay mad. You can't never, some people, that's how they get attention. If they always sick, if they always mad, if they always irritated, they want somebody to ask what's wrong. But when God asks them what's wrong, they don't want to talk to him about it. Thinking you're gonna make an example of someone else, and you end up being an example. Lady SK, give me your arm so I can pinch you. You gonna stay out my business, you hear? Put your arm up. You trying to be funny? Is that what you're doing? Damn right I was the example 19,652 times. Was. Girl, you got me about to slide out my chair. Give me your arm. Put my business out there. Sure was gonna make him an example, and God said, ha! Joke's on you, nigga. Example A. Girl, you almost made me melt down in this damn chair. Don't talk to me like that no more. Girl. Being taught cash-ish too about how it's gonna play out. And he said, huh? Oh, so this is the script you want to live by. Oh, that's all you have to say. Done. Go print that out and get it rolling. No. I'm not supposed to be in this role. He said, no, you wrote it, remember? You scripted it. You scripted everything that's happened. Didn't you say? No, they were supposed to be in the other role. He said, yeah, I figured you'd be better in it. Seeing as how you wrote it. I don't want to play this game no more. This is not. When I became a writer, it was because other people was going to act out what I was saying. God said, no. You didn't read the fine print. Whatever you want for somebody else is coming for you. That's why you need to make sure it's authentic, or you gonna hate it here. Listen, you said wild and shame in my Game of Thrones voice. Listen, This part. Conviction is the worst thing sometimes because you can't get away from your own mind. And that's why I got tired. You can't get away from your own mind, baby. You can get away from people. You can get away from. You cannot get away from your own mind. And that's a scary place to be trapped in something that you spoke of. Oh, yeah, I'm going to drive them crazy. I used to be good for that. I'm about to drive this thing crazy. And I ain't talking about touching him either. I ain't even talking about that. I'm about to drive this nigga crazy. I liked playing in people's heads until somebody started playing in mine. I don't want to play in nobody's head no more. Absolutely not. Nuh-uh. Here, you can take my cards. You want to play in somebody's head? Here you go. You can have all my cards. I'm gonna just sit and watch the game. Y'all gonna have a good time. I'm just watching. You want to play with somebody's mind? You want to play with somebody's sanity? You want to play with somebody's heart? Oh, okay, you just signed yourself up for the next scene. No? No, sir. No, ma'am. I don't want no parts of it. Nope. Because whatever you speak for somebody else is coming to you, and that's why I be trying to speak good stuff. Man, those sleepless nights, thousands of thoughts running through your mind all night, and then you got to get up in the sun. Baby, auntie, you done got up, took a shower, cleaned the house, ain't nothing else to do but think. And the thoughts ain't pretty. And then sometimes you done cry so much you can't cry. Just as confused and, oh, Lord Jesus, no. Thank you, God, for healing my mind. I don't want none of that. It is. It is. I don't. And that's why I just be in here with my books and my puzzles and my survival stuff and just all of that. Listen. Once you don't honor the things that I say, there's no reason for me to continue being around you. If my feelings don't matter to you, if the things that I'm trying to work towards, you keep trying to throw stumbling blocks in them, then I have to move away from you because I want to accomplish all that God wants me to accomplish. And like I said, the guys that I dated or even my ex-husband, when I would try to minister to people, he would come down and, oh, I used to be a pastor, but you talking nonsense. It doesn't matter. Because when you start talking, they know you don't know what you're talking about. So because you see me ministering, which is how I even met you, you will come down, like I said, I told our boys, you don't got to be sleeping around. You can be a prize too. You ain't got to treat them, but you don't have to be used up. He come right out, y'all better soil y'all roll ups and men, don't listen to that. I said, so what happened if they get something they can't get rid of and then they don't ever find the love of their life? Then what? Why they young? Oh, ain't nobody worried about that. We'll worry about that when we get to it. So you gonna play Russian roulette with somebody else's life? Interesting. Interesting. So you want him to have problems in his marriage. You want him to have problems with his baby mama. Why would you speak that over your kids' life? That's crazy to me. But do you? On top of letting demons play in the sandbox that in the front, this. That's why I like when people used to tell me I don't know how to be in a monogamous relationship. Oh, okay. Okay. I ain't about to try to force you either. Because do you realize you playing Russian roulette with your mind? Let's skip over STDs. Y'all remember, matter of fact, we gonna do it again. We gotta talk about it again. It's for somebody. Let's do it. Okay, let me blow my nose real quick. Being that down. Hey! Michael, we might get some masks because Do you think asbestos is in those houses, some of those houses, since they're so old in those buildings? Because since I left from down there, my throat has been crazy. Like before I got home, my ears and this side of my nose was all clogged up. You need to check like around that area. And if you got family members down there, ask them if some of the buildings down there had asbestos, because that stuff is airborne if it is. And a lot of them buildings is old. Asbestos and lead. Because when I tell you my throat has been cracked, and I'm like, yes, it is, auntie. Because they was built around the same time Chicago was being built too. I always should have on a mask going into areas like that. And I took my thing with me and I didn't put it on because as soon as I hopped out, it was just what it was. But I thought about that. Like, they're not bringing them people masks and stuff like that. And that stuff is just in the air. And they're moving the dust and moving the bricks. And so it's just, okay. When I tell you it's on my, because I'm like, right? Woke up this morning choking, and last night I was like, what is this? And then it's been raining, so I was like, maybe. And then I thought about it. No, it's because before I left from down there, my ear was already, like popping, and I've been buying lanterns for folks there. So this is the thing, auntie. This is the thing, right? You know they gave them 10 days today. They gave them 10 days to vacate, which we talked about, because they're going to demolition all those houses. They gave them 10 days. Yeah. I told y'all they was. Didn't I tell y'all? And remember I came, I said I didn't see Red Cross nowhere. And then the next day Red Cross said, oh yeah, we're not coming. Remember? When I got back, I said, y'all know who I didn't see? I didn't see Red Cross nowhere. And that was mind blowing to me, because they always come in disasters. And then the next day, what was that, Monday? Auntie, I told you they was going to do, listen. Because Red Cross is the people that give them the things, the vouchers for the hotels. But I told y'all when I came, I said I did not see them. Normally they're the first people on the thing, because if people have been hurt, blah 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 blah. Nothing. Yep. I told you, I said they're gonna demo those houses and they're not gonna let them stay there. And that's exactly what's today, Tuesday or whatever. Weird how they wanted them to move, then the weather destroys it. It happens all the time. I told y'all that it was one of the ladies. I don't know where where the Family Dollar is off of Natural Bridge. I just saw the mayor on the news talking good-ish. Auntie, no. Everything we talked about when I got back is exactly what's happening. The people I said I didn't see, they said they not coming. I'm trying to tell you, absolutely, I'll be quiet, but I'm over here thinking they crazy. And guess what else came out? That mayor said that thing didn't go off, just like in Tennessee. Now they're saying it's an operator malfunction. Y'all seen that? They're saying it was an operator malfunction. Now they were saying no, the sirens did go off, and people was like, we ain't heard no sirens. That's the exact same thing that happened in Atlanta. It's the exact same thing that happened in Tennessee and South Carolina, North Carolina, whatever, that whole area. And remember, some people were saying in Florida that they didn't hear no cymbals before the hurricane too. Yes, the mayor told us there was no one in the office to push the siren button. Come on. She said it was human error. And she's taking the hit for the mistake. Okay, but what about the people? And y'all know FEMA about to do the least amount that they can. The mayor said that there was a mix-up on whose job it was. Again, this happened in Florida. This happened in Tennessee. It happened in Atlanta. And the others, remember, they didn't get no warning on their phone. That's why they didn't think it was that bad. That's the exact same thing that everybody in St. Louis is saying right now. This is why people didn't know to take cover, and they was on the street still and going through. This is why they were still moving around. Ain't no way if people knew that it was a level 3 tornado coming that they would have. And like I told y'all nephew, I don't know if y'all know, but I've been around tornadoes a lot. Tornadoes don't normally come in heavy populated areas. They normally will stop at the edge of town. They might tiptoe on a couple of buildings. But normally, tornadoes do not go in heavily populated areas. Because they need too much space to get going. My passenger said they didn't get it on theirs until it was right on top of them, which is... Do you not remember them saying that in Tennessee? Do you not remember them saying that in Tennessee? 2 minutes before, or if it went off at all, when the wall of water was already on them. But remember, they said their phones wasn't working. And then after the wall of water came through, that's when the siren came on. So now the fire department is solely responsible for sounding the alarm. She said that 718 text alerts went out. Auntie. Everything that she is saying, the mayors and the leaders of Tennessee in different areas where there has been this mishap of the horns, all of them are literally saying the exact same thing. They went out within with the tornado dropping. Exactly. Nobody had time to cover. Think about this. In Hawaii too. Come on. Y'all, these systems have been working forever. These systems have been working. I'm 45. I remember bomb drills and everything. These systems have been working forever. And the fact that the meteorologists saw swirling formations on the radar and didn't alert the people as well. This. Now y'all feeling me. I saw a video. A lady said she didn't see a tornado. It just got real dark. Okay. Thinking about a 15-minute city? Is St. Louis on the map? What cities in Missouri are on the map for 15-minute cities? What blew me, Auntie, is the fact that they tested the alarms the day before the tornado. Do you not, nephew, every single place that this has happened, that has been a thing. I remember, it was all day the horns was going off. Mm-hmm. But in every place where this has happened, that has been the thing. Since we've been knowing each other, when there has been a disaster, for whatever reason, the alarm malfunctioned. And the mayor or whoever gets on there saying, oh, we don't know why it didn't, blah, 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 but it'll be tested. And everybody, we heard it a week ago, they was testing it. And then when this happened, there was nothing. Listen. You say yes? He had a 1976 Monte Carlo. He lived that car. All this for land that Dad is about to blow up, Auntie. Open door for smart cities to be built. Yep, it's a majority happening in a highly populated minority area. Come on. And he said he about to bring by, September? By September, he said that he might be using the military to police the black neighborhoods, the ethnic neighborhoods, and that's where it's being torn up. So he already have a reason to have the National Guard and stuff there. Interesting. Who remembers me saying if you can move out of the city or on the other side of the highway, try to? Do y'all remember me telling y'all that in 22? You want to be, because every city got that circle. You want to be on the outside of that circle in every city wherever your highway loop is. You want to be on the outside of that. This is why I was saying, if you in the inner city and people's like, move in the inner city, I said I wouldn't do that. If you can avoid being in the middle of the city, do so. Because that's going to be ground zero for whatever. They always going to take over the middle of the city first, because you can't get to the east or the west or the south or the north without going through the middle of the city, or close down into downtown, and then it take you this way or take you that way. That's pretty much every city. So that's why they always take over downtown first, because the city connects in downtown, and you can go east, north, south, or west from downtown. So you can control the traffic going south, going north, going east, or going west. Period. And this, I want to say it was one of my uncles that was in the army that told me that years ago. Or maybe it was my crazy uncle that I told y'all about. I can't remember which one. He said you don't ever want to live on the inside of the whatever the main circle for your highway is. He said you always want to live on the outside of that, because everything is always going to start in the city first. The looting, the government, whatever, it's always going to start in the main city. Yeah, that part. But I'm just saying, he was like, you ain't got to be out in the country or nothing, but you just always want to be outside of that loop, because that's where everything. Think about it. Everybody be trying to get to the downtown. Control food, travel, education. Always speaks of a scripting. Yeah. Literally. And y'all seeing it happen. Cause Isabel, is the people still out there where y'all at? Anybody in Tennessee? Is the National Guard still there? They're trying to designate downtown and part of the west side as inner city. Yep. Which is exactly what they do. Yep, the county lines. Yep. I think the National Guard and different people like that are still in whatever areas. They might be on the outskirts, not exactly where people can see them. I was a direct energy weapon. Even on the can of Mountain Dew. Interesting. Oh, it tells you. Got it. These are ways for and think about this. I don't know what that thing was called, and I forget every single time. But remember in 23, they said with the natural disaster, blah, blah, blah. And before June of 24, it was, if it's a natural disaster, this, that, and the other, that was the Airbnb thing. And I said, y'all, what is going to happen? But they have put out that thing saying financial, whatever, y'all know, sickness, if we under attack, blah 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 blah, then they can put us on on another lockdown. Y'all remember? I can't remember. I still can't remember what it's called, but y'all know the thing. It was about 23 or 24 when they started talking about that, and they was like, if it's financial, like if the stock market crash, if we're under invasion, whatever else it is, the pandemics, the different pandemics, that they could put us on lockdown again. Well, if you think about it, they talked about it in 23 when Biden was still in office, but it's literally all happening under Trump. It could be an environmental lockdown, whatever, and all of that. And look at everything that's happening. Because they said something maybe January, February, and then by June of 2024. A lot of companies was redoing their policies, hotels, and all of that stuff they was sending out. Remember? Because y'all the one that sent me, somebody sent me the letter in my email for the Airbnb. And it was talking about natural disasters and if you're trapped. But right before that, they came out with whatever the act is that they would be able to lock us down. I just can't remember what it was, but we talked about it. And then right after that is when Airbnb put that thing on there saying it. And I was like, y'all, they got to know something is coming. Because why would they be warning the people? And I was like 6 months ahead of time. So it was around January. No, not habeas corpus. Not that. It was something else. Cause this was in 2023 or the beginning of 2024 when we was talking about it. Cause I think it happened. I got the letter when I was down there with Auntie P. Yes, cause even the housing authority added a disclaimer on the application about the people remove you. You said about if the people remove you, they have nothing to do with it. Oh, no. Interesting. Which is so think about this. That's set up for ICE. You realize that? That was set up for ICE. Saying that if like the government or some type of military official come in and remove you, there's nothing they can do about it. That was set up for ICE. Because think about what they doing now. They're going up in places that they normally, and just going in people's houses, like if they can get their foot. Interesting. Listen. Well, y'all, we are literally living. We are watching what happened in Left Behind happen to us right now. Do y'all feel that? I didn't. But you can't type what it is. Okay? You got to find another way to say it, Tony. Because them some of that bring them over here. So you got to find a different way. You can say restriction or whatever else, but you can't type what it is. I meant to tell you about your other comment too. Certain words are keywords. It's crazy though. I don't know. Well, who feels happy that God warned us about being ready for tragedy? He prepared us for being without power. Right? Now, some of those people can't help because their roofs are gone and their houses are completely smashed. But for the people that maybe their roof just blew off or there was a little bit of damage, they still have to go without power because of the area. Still don't have a way to cook, which is all things that we've been preaching about to everybody that will listen for however long. And look at all of the things that have happened throughout the country. Y'all can't tell me that y'all don't be happy that God warned us to get stuff like this. It was funny. People laughed at us. But think about how many people would... I saw a man today say, it's pitch black at night, so we be keeping watch. We got patrol going, our own patrol. Because they don't want no niggas trying to run up in there and loot nobody's house. So they're staying up all night until the sun comes up to make sure that nobody is getting in nobody else's house that might not be there and taking their stuff. Now, some people cannot get to their stuff because their whole house is smashed. That's a different thing. But if it's not that much damage, you see what I'm saying? To, you know, maybe it was only a little bit. These things would come in handy right now. Again, we don't know what's going to happen. And we cannot assume that because it's always like this or always like that, that it's going to come on. Strategies of the Walking Dead. Listen. Listen. I have been prepping and noticed that a lot of stuff, expiration dates don't go past 2028 or 2029, which is crazy because the whole time my eye is in control. I don't understand. I mean, this is the thing, though. We know it's coming. We ain't heard nothing else about them heifers. Everybody was talking about it. Now it's completely hushed. I ain't seen nothing. And I'll be looking on Al Jazeera and different places, and I ain't seen too much of nothing about the whole Temple Mount. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah. They're in control. I mean, but this is the thing. God said these things were going to happen. You see, they was talking about the shells in the next 30 days. Y'all been seeing those TikToks and Instagram posts and Facebook posts or whatever? How to, like, their stores, like Ross and stuff like that, they stores is empty. A lot of the Dollar Trees don't have a lot of stuff. And did y'all see that they said that them boats is dumping the stuff in the sea, baby? They're not taking it back to China, but they not putting it on our docks. I seen that today. I said, no way. Which is basically the same thing they was doing at COVID, letting it sit at the gates and go bad. Now the boats that did come in, the man said they dropped the cargo off, but didn't give it to us. I seen that today. And he was like a CBS man or something. It wasn't no whatever. It was like a CBS dude. They said that the boats ain't taking the loads back to China or whatever it is because it's too expensive or something. I don't know. So they dropped the loads in the water. You said, yes, it started already here in the gas station. Don't be having gas and the boats are just sitting in the water. Interesting. You all right? What y'all think? Hello? It's a gas station on the Circle, Auntie, and they were so empty. Sodas was buy one, get one free. Nuh-uh. Had to rush the baby to the hospital for an allergy scare. And there was no Zyrtec in the hospital. They had to go to the pharmacy. When was this day? What? I asked y'all out of business. He said, but no, I don't know. Who do y'all know that when y'all renovating? Interesting. I don't know. I went to the dollar store today and the shelves are getting empty and freezer aisle has a whole empty section. Interesting. So they trying to play it off like they renovating, but when they renovating, it's like they be marking the prices up then. Because they got to pay for the renovation. So they doing buy one, get one free. You ain't getting it. What? They know what it is. Riley didn't have none? No way. One of the #1 children's hospitals in the world, because people come from Raleigh from all over the world, India and everywhere. Wow. Yep, they have a 50% sale going on. Did y'all see what's going on at Costco? Where's my phone? Did we talk about there not being enough medicine? Excuse me. Huh? Did we talk about it? This is crazy. It is. It's crazy. Look. Uh-oh. And it's like the third one I done seen in different cities. They said, what's happening here? Costco has rolls of bath tissue. Is this a sign of something to come? Be ready. And somebody said bath tissue's lockdown. Is there no other place in the middle of the ocean to drop those containers? They dropping them where are they dropping them at? We ain't getting it. You said a nephew was on 6 lung meds. I took him off and replaced with 1 herb. Interesting. Children's Hospital in Augusta had problems with supplies last year, but it's worse now. Wow. Listen, they had a planned nephew. Listen. Sometimes when y'all be seeing this stuff, y'all be like, this is crazy. Because even though I knew it was coming, I still feel like it's still crazy to live in it. When God said, I'm going to tear up everything that y'all build, I'm going to tear it up. Everything that everybody put in front of me. And that you beautified your house, but not my house. And which is this, all of these different things. It's like, oh, but it's happening. Oh, but it's happening. Not in a movie. It is the day after tomorrow right now. It's the day after tomorrow right now. All the corn got messed up in Kentucky. 2 feet of ice on top of the corn. Remember everybody was talking crazy to us? You know they make that cereal out of corn. They make a lot of stuff out of corn. And a lot of them Indiana farms and Kentucky farms is where we get it from. I was in Norfolk, Virginia 2 weeks ago, and the ports are empty. No ships or anything. Nisi Poo? And people keep on, oh, don't let people scare you. You better go get your stuff. Mobile ports are full. Really? Full of what, though? The Sam's Club here don't even have dehydrated food. I asked the manager, and they said they haven't had any since last year sometime. No way. Which makes sense because a lot of companies stopped ordering stuff when he said he was going to do them tariffs. Because it wouldn't get here in time before the first tariff date. So they probably canceled I think people started canceling orders in November because it take about 3 months for the stuff to get over here depending on what it is. Well, 6 weeks. All I hear you saying is, it's your own relationship. Go to Costco and stock up, get your stuff, that part. But we talked about when people get ready to stock up, it ain't gonna be nothing to stock up on. So why ain't nobody paying attention? We about to get in here and get our stuff. We are literally watching. It's 3 years later. 36 months. The devastation is here in so many different. If the devastation has hit, okay. Did the devastation hit the West Coast? Did it? It did. Did the devastation hit the North? It did, with the fires. Did the devastation hit the South? It did, with the floods. Where they at now? Where they at now? West, North, South. South in what? Excuse me. North, South, West, East, Middle. That's exactly how these disasters have happened. First, it was the flooding. Then it was the fires. Then it was the fires up north. Then it was the flooding down south. Remember the hurricanes and stuff came through there. It was like southeast. Then it was the south, right? Southwest. Now it's tearing up the middle. Oklahoma, Kansas, some places in Colorado, like that are closer towards the Midwest part of it, not the West Coast part of it. Ohio, Kentucky. And now they're tearing up the middle. Now they tearing up the middle. They went east, west, or west, north. East and west, and then north and south, and now they tearing up the middle. Mm-hmm. Crazy. This is why you got to be having your pins in your map. Y'all thought I was crazy. I said every time that they mention a country or a city and something is happening there, you need to be putting a pin in it. Stuff like this so that you can see something and get your strings together. Go get you some of the string we used to make the bracelets with if you have to, or a long ball of cheap thread. It don't matter. And go from one place to the other and see how it's moving, and you gonna see something. Y'all remember my old first map that I had on here? Remember it had all the holes in it? It's ripped up. We don't got it no more. We threw it away. But at my old house before I lived here, yeah. And I'm sure my ex-husband hated it. It's okay. As things were happening when I was married to him, I had that right in my living room. It didn't match with nothing. I didn't care because that's where I sat most of the time. And I had pins all in it. Every time something happened, I was sticking. Every time I saw a city, yeah, listen, because it's going to make everything come clearer to you when you have this. You will see the patterns. Just like they do with the serial killers. You can do that with the things that are happening now. And you have to think about it. Then you can go to the Word and see what the Word said about it. Even to our OTP or to the Dead Sea Scrolls, when people are linking up with each other. These countries are becoming allies. I was waiting on you to say something. You said the ports don't have no work for real, and you work there every day. Well, did we talk about it, Miss Michelle? People came in here and called me a liar. I said, ain't no cargo gonna be moving, honey, and no cargo is moving, honey. That ties into the Final Destination Bloodlines. I still ain't seen that, but y'all know what I did watch? Never Let Go. I watched that last night and today. It was interesting. Very. I was getting a little bored with it. I ain't gonna lie. I had to keep fast forwarding parts because I'm like, okay. All right. Ooh, yes, it is very wild. It's on Stars, nephew, and a few other places. Listen. To those of you that have heard me say, when there are people that can see what else is in the room with you, just because you can't see it don't mean it ain't real. It'll help you understand. Also, that whole, if you don't deal with it, it becomes a generational curse. Saw it today, and let's just say, made me really pay attention to preparing my house and paying attention to sign. Oh, look at nephew. Listen, that right there, that right there. Now, see, it wasn't as crazy for me, but I'm telling you, them pictures I showed y'all where I used to be like this and everybody else looking up, yeah, that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's why I be like, yeah, I don't need to do too much moving around. I can just stay put. It ain't, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, it is the movie with Halle Berry. My cousin had told me to watch it, and I hadn't got a chance to watch it. And then my son told me to watch it, and I was like, all right, son, because someone else. And then I was like, your auntie told me to watch it. So then I watched it. He also told me to watch Smile. Let me not mix these up, because then I'll be looking for them and be mad because I can't find it. Are these sticky? Am I going to need glue? Is it already sticky? Oh, it must already be sticky. Got it. Listen. Mm-hmm. You saw it today. That's crazy that we watched it on the same day. That is crazy. Mari, y'all just... So you gonna come watch a movie with me and don't even tell me you didn't snuck in my room and sit on the floor? Because I watched half of it last night before I went to sleep, and then I got up, and after I talked to your cousin, I watched the other half today. Not you done snuck in my room and watched a movie with me. Mara just snuck in the room and watched a movie with me. Mm-hmm. Because I sure watched the rest of it probably about, I don't know what time. It was earlier. Probably after about 1 or something when I was eating my lunch. Mm-hmm. So to those of you, you said if you don't sound like my granny digging for a piece of candy in her purse, petty girl. Dude, because I was like, well, let me see what I got in here. I'm somebody granny, so it makes sense. Because I sure be digging around in my purse. Let me see what I got in here to keep you quiet, because you ain't got to keep crying. Unraveling them red hots or some butterscotch or a nasty peppermint with a little bit of hair on it. And she ain't gonna do nothing but take a cloth out of her purse that she done blew her nose in and found a corner that ain't nothing and wipe it out. Or she might just take it, lick her fingers, and make sure she can get all the little stuff that done crept up under there because it's been in the body. Do you want some candy or not? Stay out my purse. And don't get in my coin purse and get no more change out of there either. Grandma's gonna whip you. I don't care if you want a soda. You're gonna sit here and listen until we're ready to go, and then I might get you something. I'm getting ready. My grandson is getting closer to 5. So I'll be able to talk to him good and crazy in just a minute. Not in a bad way, but it's time for me to do the grandmother things. You know, he's old enough now. I couldn't go in the purse. They told me snakes was in it. I'm trying to tell you, and they will bite you. Yeah. Yeah. My grandma, it was a certain part on her pouch that she would let, like, on this side, but that's where she kept the candy. But you got to think, my grandma was a pastor, too, so, like, we have to be sitting there all day, like, come on, grandma. We need something. We need something. Now, my mama purse? Mm-mm. I didn't even touch her purse. That's the lady, you do her like this. She say, go get my purse. Look at my purse. I told you to look in there. I don't care here. You're not about to yell at me talking about I done lost nothing here. My mama tell me to go get my purse. I'm handing her the whole purse. My grandma tell me to do it. Yeah, I'll do that. My mama, here. Nope. I didn't tell you to bring. I don't care, lady. I wouldn't say that, mom. Here, mama. I didn't hear, cause she, baby, she gonna accuse you of losing everything. Exactly. The baby's blood sugar's dropping all over the church sitting in there that day. Listen, here, my mama. I'm bringing the whole bag. You can take that. You'll not be waking me up out of my sleep beating me because you done lost your wallet. Mm-mm. Came in tired from work, then took your scrubs off, and you set it in a different place. But you told me to bring you your purse, but your wallet wasn't in your purse. So now I'm about to get beat up out my sleep because and look for something that I didn't even touch. No, me on. Mm-mm. Nope, I'm gonna bring you this purse, girl, so you can find whatever you're looking for. You ain't got to get me. I'm not saying too much, but when I tell you I identify with the grandma and granddaughter, and your voice rang, the crazy one survived the longest. You know what? Mari. Woo, doggy! Look at him go! They're running. No, 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 no. Look at it. Look at him. He's taking the bread. Look at him. Look at him trying to run up the hill. Look at him. Oh no, they're on him. Is that a tank? Like what? Yeah. Crazy people be like, yeah, it's time to go. People be like, you're crazy. They be like, okay, I'm about to go. Listen, you said that this didn't make it no better, cuz. Trying to tell you. You said what this little boy just said in the beginning of this movie, Auntie. Oh, are you watching it? Y'all don't be wasting no time. Yep. Get your popcorn, nephew. And you might want to get you some notes, because you might think about some people that you know. That part. Okay, be crazy, Andu. Go on and get you some note paper, because it might make you think about a lot of things. I'm serious. In real life. And see, that's the thing. People are like, I don't want to watch scary movies. I get it. But that's why when certain things are going on in your family, you don't know how to handle it because you don't even believe that it's real, so you can't help. There's nothing that you can do. It's like, I don't know, a person thing being chopped off and you go get one little Band-Aid and stick it on there and they missing their whole hand. You ain't did nothing. Might have made it worse by putting a Band-Aid on there. Never Let Go with Halle Berry. Miss Ida, Never Let Go with Halle Berry. You might have already seen it. Never Let Go with Halle Berry. It's interesting. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Only because it's certain stuff that I watch all the time, I kind of had to get on through it. But I know it's gonna be good for certain people that have family members that are dealing with certain things. It's an eye-opening experience. Yes. Yes. And so then they kind of, it opens you up to seeing what they see. I don't want to tell too much, but it's a good movie though. It is. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all go on and go watch it. I'm about to find me something to snack on, and I might try to do this here thing or something. I don't know. Yep, are we about to go, nephew? I've been going back and watching Grimm, and it made me think about some stuff too. So the new Disney movie, Elion. Is it called Elion? The new Disney? Something where he asked the aliens to come get him. Is it? Y'all seen it? The previews? Elio. Okay, Elio. Y'all seen that angel sigil on the ground? You see how they did it? It looked just like the stuff that Nicole sent us and Tanisha sent us from Disney. It's the angel sigils. And he laying there talking about come get me. They played it and made it look whatever, but because we know what we looking at, it's one of them angel sigils on the ground. And wasn't there a race of giants called the Elio? Good night, Miss Ida. Was it? It was a race of giants or a race of people called the Elio or something like that, wasn't it? Or something similar to that. I feel like it was a race of giants called the Elio. I'm going to have to do some research, but I've seen that name before, and I know it was in reference to either the Nephilim or the angels. One of the two. But I know that symbol that little boy is laying down in between for the preview, I had to wait till it came again so I could screenshot it. But it's on my phone. I mean, on my iPad. I said, that's crazy. They just be putting the angel sigils wherever they want to. And because we don't go look up nothing, we don't even think nothing about it. But the aliens, once he drew this sign on the ground, came and got him. Like a crop circle. Interesting. Very. So, anyway, y'all look into it. I just saw the advertisement for today. I'm definitely going to try to find that ad again. Right, until I asked God to let it come back on. He did. He did. And I was like, yep, that's what I thought I saw. That's exactly what I thought I saw. Because it went fast when he laid down there and it said, come get me. But the rest of the stuff, right? I said, I know, wait a minute. And you can't rewind the ad, you know. So when it came back again, I screenshotted. I said, no, that's crazy. That they don't, I mean, I don't know. We expect them to do that, though. But, yep, it was an angel sigil. Part of one, for sure. It almost make you think of the symbols on the golden compass. Mm-hmm. Or his dark materials. Yep. So, anyway, I love y'all. I'll see y'all later or tomorrow, or we shall see how this work out. Probably in the morning, if not the afternoon. I just saw the trailer for Never Let Go, and it looks like I'm going to have to brace myself for this one. Yes. They were the children of the Nephilim. Okay, so the Elio. That's why I'm like, I know that name before. So they were giants. Uh-huh. That's why I'm like, the Elio, which makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm like, we've read about the Elio. I know I have outside of y'all, and I think we read about. I'm like, and what he's doing, it ties in. So, yeah, we did. That's why I'm like, they erase the giants for sure, or angels, one of them. Yeah. So I love y'all. Well, we gonna go watch some stuff then. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good class. Even though it wasn't a class, it was a chill session, which I really needed because my mind been kind of heavy for the people in the city. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I ain't read nothing. I'm still recovering from Sunday. Emotionally more so than this body hurting. But it's kind of stiff too. I got some tension in my shoulders a little bit. So I love y'all. I'll see y'all.